Alright, we're live. There we go. First time back in about 2 weeks, I guess. I'm back. First time in 2 weeks, I suppose. I'm back doing a game, so yeah. Hey, what up, Alex? There we go. Time for the first quarter. Alright. First quarter. Getting the scoreboard ready at the last minute. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this on. There it is. There we go. Alright, scoreboard's up now. Game should be starting in about 10 minutes or so. What's up, Kenny? Yeah, what's up, Kenny? That's right. You're watching the Knicks G League. The G League, damn. All right. Yeah, I think the Chargers can hang tonight. Hang on. Who did I take for this pick'em? Did I take the Chargers? I'm gonna check. I forget who I picked in this game. I honestly forgot. Anyways, let me go ahead and check. Who did I take in this game? All right, let me check my sheet. Still got the photo for my pick'em thing. Oh, I took the Broncos. Okay, so yeah, Chargers could hang, but I took the Broncos on this one. I forgot. I think their defense is gonna kill it tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, I took the Broncos on this one. I think the way Bo Nix has been playing, I think they have a more complete offense than the Chargers, in my opinion. Sure, just because Ladd McConkey's their only target doesn't mean that everybody else is good around McConkey. Yeah, and Ladd McConkey, and plus there is no J.K. Dobbins right now, so like you said. It's also against that Broncos defense is a very bad mismatch. But we'll see. I took the Broncos on this. I am doing Saturday's game also to keep people tuned. Get On Kid's doing his team with the Steelers and Ravens. I'm doing the Texans and Chiefs game, the earlier game before that. And then I'm going to do my Giants versus the Falcons to wrap up. There are 3 games I'm doing for Week 16. I will announce what I'm doing Week 17 and Week 18 after this week. Check out my IG page to see the list of games. But yeah. Anyways, game should be starting in about 6 minutes. They're exiting the tunnel right now for the Chargers. In the meantime, yeah, Chargers have not been good versus good teams, but they've been smacked around the bad ones. Denver's a good team, yeah. Denver's definitely a shocker to me this year. Especially Bo Nix putting himself in the damn Rookie of the Year conversation. You know, challenging Jaden Daniels and with all quarter. Yeah. Caleb's been very underwhelming and inconsistent at times, but it's going to be between Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels. It's one of those two winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. For wide receivers, it's split between Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors, but they're both bad teams, so I don't know who they would give it to if it's a rookie receiver. I doubt it's a wide receiver winning the award. Brian Thomas. We were trying to get Sutton before when Brandon Ayuk trade talks were going down. Now he's killing it. Cortland Sutton, yeah. Yeah, Debo only has one. No, Brandon Ayuk's hurt. Debo only has 1 touchdown. The Niners wide receiver core has been underwhelming this year. When you know Jawan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall are your only bright spots, and your best targets are aging tight end and George Kittle. It's not a good recipe. And plus with Christian McCaffrey being out, so yeah, they want to give MVP to Josh Allen, even though they're 2 better quarterbacks than Saquon too. They're going to give Saquon Offensive Player of the Year. If I were to be unbiased about it, they're going to give him Offensive Player of the Year. But I think MVP is going between. I think it's Josh Allen's winning MVP just because of the fact he beat the Chiefs and he lit up against the best team in the NFC with the Detroit Lions. I think they're going to give him that narrative. So and Lamar's 5 passing TD came against a tanking Giants team, so they're going to add that little asterisk elements towards when it comes to which year is better than the other. I think they'll give it to Josh Allen though for MVP. And because he broke 2 different records in back-to-back weeks, I think. So he made NFL history. That's never been done, so yeah. But yeah. Offensive Player of the Year, it's definitely going to be Saquon. Defensive Player of the Year, probably, I don't even know who's leading in the offensive. What? TJ Watt or Xavier McKinney? I don't know. I don't keep too much with defense as much when it comes to the Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, TJ Watt has the best odds right now to win the Offensive Player of the Year. And Xavier McKinney's in the top 3 of that. We have a lot of injuries, but Kyle needs to update the playbook. Yeah, he's too stubborn to do that. It's Kyle's way or the highway. That's what it is with Kyle. And because Kyle himself was a wide receiver, he has this philosophy with wide receivers. I don't think they're going to give it to Drew Phillips, Kenny, even though he's been really good this year. I doubt it because of the team he's playing for. It's very underwhelming and on the verge of being number one overall. I doubt they're going to give it to a number one, tanking team. But he's been playing really good, though. Oh, that guy, too, yeah. Might be verse. Or they can give it to Nate Wiggins. He's been really good. Oh, Nate Wiggins, as much as I hate the Eagles, probably Quinyon Mitchell. But yeah, another one. Yeah, those two I named right now. Between Mitchell and that other guy I mentioned, Nate Wiggins from the Ravens. He's been locking out every wide receiver he's played. If they give it to a corner, it'd probably be between those two. Anyways, game's about to start. They're doing the intro now. Yeah, Justin Herbert and Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. Malik Neighbors is good to go this week, but do you think Boyle will get in there again? No, Drew Lock's starting, Kenny. Unless he gets hurt, no. They're starting Drew Lock this week versus Falcons. Hey, but I need Malik Neighbors to get 1,000 yards. He's 100 away in 3 games from cracking 1,000 yards receiving. He's at 901 receiving right now. I need him to get 1K part of a parlay I took for the. There's a parlay I did that I wanted to try to win money on. Yeah. I put a parlay with him, Kyron Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Amon-Ra and CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, I already won the Josh Jacobs one. I need Malik to get 1,000, 1,250 apiece from Amon-Ra and CeeDee. They're close to 1,100, both of them currently. So I need a good 100 some change yards within the last 3 weeks of the NFL season. All right, there it is. I dropped the link. Oh, playoff scenarios. Broncos win. Follow with if the Broncos win tonight, they clinch for the playoffs. For the first time since 2015, the Chargers win. They'll just be one step closer to the playoffs. But yeah, the Broncos can win tonight to clinch a spot. Anyways, kickoff's about to begin. Chargers will get the ball. Kickoff's on their way. And that's a touchback. That figures. Here comes Justin Herbert. Yep. So far on the year, 64 completion percentage, 2.9K passing. Only 2 picks and 16 touchdowns passing. Anyways, here we go. First play of the first quarter of the game. All right. Motioning. Snap here. Hand off to the running back. That's not Dobbins. We'll pick up 4 yards. Who's this? And that's Gus Edwards. Okay. Gus Edwards is in for damn, both are former Ravens on the Chargers. Damn. Anyway, 2nd and 6. So anyways, ball to 34. Gus motioning, takes the snap. Gus to the right with the catch. Gus is going to pick up a few there. It'll be 3rd and short. Yep, OC Greg Roman and another former Raven. At this point, you might as well rename this team the Los Angeles Ravens. Jesus, so many former Ravens. Anyways, 3rd and 3 now. Snap here, pitch out to the left. And there's a missed block, and he's short. But there's a flag. There is a flag after the play ends. Number 55, Cody Barton with the tackle there. See what the flag is. Holding, offense, penalty decline, 4th down. Figures. Alright, so the Broncos defense already paying dividends. Broncos defense gets to 3 and out. Here comes the punting unit. 4th and 6 now. Here's the punt. It's up. Gonna fair catch it. Barely snagged onto it at the 28. Alright, here comes Bo Nix in the offense coming out. Bo Nix in the year so far in his rookie year. 64 completion, 2.9. 20 touchdowns for 11 picks. Pretty decent, really good rookie year for Bo Nix so far. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10 now. Alright, 1st and 10. Ball up to 28. Snap here. Hand off to Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams will pick up 5. Is that Javonte Williams or some other back? Let me check. I keep confusing running backs, so hang on. Well, whoever 23 was, yeah, he picked up. No, that's Audric S-Team. Okay, never mind. Wrong running back. Alright, that's Audric S-Team. And off to 33. This is different back. And I'll pick up a first right at the 45. That's Javonte Williams. Okay. So they're run by committee between Williams and S-Team. Okay. Yeah, S-Team and Javonte Williams. Okay, that's the run by committee they run in Denver. All right, ball up to 40. All right, play clock down to 7. Snap here to the right, pitch out to the right. Getting some blocks, but he's shit it out for 3 yards. Ball up to 43. 2nd and 7 right now. All right, it's Sean Payton. Yep. 2nd season as a head coach. He's 17 and 14 in his tenure with the Broncos now. 17 and 14, actually, but yeah. All right. 3rd and 2 at the 48. Snap here. Hand off. Oh, open space. Inside the 38. Good run by Javonte Williams. 20-yard pickup there. All right, they're inside Charger territory inside the 36 right now. The Broncos running the ball really well so far. All right, snap here. Play action under pressure to the right. Gets it out to 45. First down. Trying to fight for more, and he does. Picks up 5 extra there. I'll push to the 24 on the right side of the field. What's up, Kenny?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now they're inside the 24. My end. All right, here we go. Motioning snap here. Hand off to the middle. Only picks up 3. All right, ball inside the 21.
They're already in field goal range, right?
Yeah, they've been running the ball really well already. Their defense is cracking the Chargers right now. They're running the ball really well on them.
Yeah, man. It should be a win for the Broncos. I just hope that because that's who I picked as well. I just hope the Chargers do a little damage on the Broncos D because I'm facing their D in fantasy.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were the top defense.
My opponent doesn't have anyone in this game, so I don't have to worry. And we snap here, hand off, and the first. Yeah, I'm in the final. I'm in the conference championship round right now, so I'm trying to get to the final championship game.
Yeah, same here. We're doing week 16 and 17 playoffs, so this is the first week of the playoffs. There was no bye last week. We only did 2
I won the wild card round. I'm on the second round right now, so yeah, I'm on the second round.
Yo, so
and
here's
then
what
if I
happened
win
in
that,
league.
I
In
go
my
to the
league,
finals.
they were like, join our league. It's a head-to-head league, and I was like, okay, head-to-head. So like, I beat both of the people ahead of me. So I thought I should be in first, but they still did it by points. So I was pissed.
Yeah, point differential. Yeah, I hate that too. They don't do head-to-head records.
I don't mind if you're first in points, but if you beat the 2 teams ahead of you, then fuck the points, bro. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wish they wish they emphasized the head-to-head asterisk. It would really help out a lot. And there's a flag on the Broncos.
What's up, Corona?
What's up, everybody?
Corona.
Oh, what's
Yo,
up?
Sentinel.
What?
What's up?
I was waiting for you to finish. What's up, Kenny? What's up, YTC? David, how you all doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, gentlemen? Corona.
Hey, what's up?
There's so many Davids, I don't have to call them by their last names, but yeah.
King, you could call Corona.
There's so many Davids
Crown
that I know,
Town.
but yeah. So yeah.
Damn, Broncos. Who did you pick on this game? What 2C?
There's a screen to the 20, gets blocks. Good run there. Out at the 5, but there's a flag. Oh, they might get him for that helmet hit at the end.
I think it was a false
First
start.
and goal now for the Broncos. What's up?
Who did you take?
What's up, Corona? Took the Broncos.
Oh, you took the Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took the Broncos.
Who did you take? The What
Now
Corona?
an
Did you take your favorite team, the
roughness.
Chargers?
I took the Chargers, yeah.
Yep, your favorite team.
No, Niners.
Hey.
Yo, I couldn't go against
So
the
how do you-
Denver D or Knicks.
No, Bo Nix is playing very also way better. Also, he's playing Jaden Daniels, might I add.
Yeah. Well, in the last 4 weeks, Knicks has had a 4 touchdown game and a 3 touchdown game.
And I just do it to troll Commander fans, but yeah, I'm still salty. They
Oh,
swept
the
us.
unnecessary roughness
whatever.
was that against
Touchdown, Broncos.
the Denver.
Oh, yeah, there's a football game on.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, really?
Too easy.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
too easy.
Audric Esteen.
Oh yeah, wow,
There you
good
go.
for him.
Audric Esteen.
Good for that
Yep.
guy.
Not Javonte Williams. Yep, Audric Esteen.
Somebody should have taken him in fantasy.
The rookie, yeah, the other rookie.
I think Tommy
rookies
picked the
are
That's why I
Broncos
took
too.
Tyrone
Because
Tracy in
Tommy's,
one of my leagues in the late rounds.
it's me and Tommy.
I got a steal with
Yeah.
Tyrone Tracy, and I took him in the last round. What's up, Corona?
Hey, me and Tommy's up there. He has 3 games game up. He took the Broncos tonight.
Who's in the leaderboards with that Pick'em league?
Me and Tommy.
You almost tied. I heard.
How many wins? How many wins total now?
Tommy has 3 games. Tommy has 3 more games up on me.
No, overall wins like throughout the Pick'em season.
It's like one like 139 I think, or 140. I'm not sure. 139 I think.
139. I'm surprised, Corona. No, because I have 152 on mine. How the hell is that possible?
152.
I scheduled my thing.
I'm not sure. McNiner has it.
I gotta talk to, but no, I'm at 152 wins. I went 12-4 last week.
Oh, 12-4.
13-3, baby.
Yeah.
I went 10 a week ago. And the week before that, I went 14-2. And 2 weeks ago, I went 14-2. That's when I went from 126 to 140, and then after that, in the 10-win week, then after no, that was 140. Then after that, I had a 12-win week. Then I had 152.
Yeah, let me test McNiner real quick. Hold on, let me see how much I got.
Yeah, well, check McNiner the standings. Ask him.
McNiner said
ask
you guys
him for the
have
standings.
different numbers. You guys definitely have to talk because you says you guys different numbers, the two of you.
Oh yeah, he did mention something like that.
Yo, that was way too easy. The Chargers D is supposed to be what's good about them.
Yeah, that's touchdown.
I've been telling people for weeks.
They've fallen off. It's
when they play a good team. If they play a good team, they're gonna struggle. If they play a bad team, they're gonna eat them up.
Yeah, that's because that's what at this point, Justin Herbert's another Phillip Rivers, really. A quarterback that can't beat up on good teams, but will stat pad well enough to keep the spot.
That and the fact that the Chargers historically have always let their fans down. I mean, shit, they even let like bettors down when Justin Herbert,
I've literally seen them be number 1 on offense and defense and still miss the playoffs. They had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense and still missed the playoffs. So, yeah. Ain't that some shit, but yeah.
Aldrich was a good start this week in fantasy. Nobody picked him up on my league, and there are people who have like hurt. I know somebody already had to drop Montgomery.
That run by committee shit over there. No wonder.
Yeah, and also it looks like they gave Alvin Kamara
a doubtful. Run by committee.
Kamara was questionable. Now he's doubtful, so that sucks for all those fantasy.
Shout out to Tyrone because I took him in the last round. I got to steal with Tyrone and Jaden. Reed in the late rounds. So yeah, shout out.
Yeah, Reed is the guy.
They're all late round selections. I took him in the 12th round, and I took Tracy at the 15th. Yeah, they let him fall the 12th, and I took him. And he's on my wild card. He's on my Final Four team starting this week. So we'll see if we can get that production. He had a decent 11 points last week. So we'll see.
You got to be a waiver wire. He had a decent 11
points, but yeah.
You gotta like hover around that waiver wire, man.
Yeah, I already know that's why I'd rather take my chances with wide receivers than running backs. I don't know when they're going to start running backs. I know wide receivers, they can spread the ball around. I'd rather that's why I always get running back. I always prioritize running backs.
You know what? I'm in a PPR, but I still took 3 running backs first. Running backs that catch passes.
Yeah, because in case one guy gets hurt, I always take the backup of one of those 3 running backs as a stringer. No, because I drafted Singletary, but I took Tyrone as a backup in the late round. When I drafted Singletary earlier.
You know,
that was my strategic.
Roger Craig should be in the Hall of Fame because of all of this. He was the first catching running back in the West Coast offense. Mm-hmm. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Roger Craig?
Yeah, Roger Craig, yeah.
Yeah, no shit. He should be in the Hall of Fame for like 10 years already at least.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Who votes on this shit?
I mean,
who are like cones vote on this.
You were saying
when did the voting close though?
You want a running backs who can catch and run. And
yeah, they're the best.
That's Roger Craig.
And
Uh-oh.
why do you think Christian McCaffrey got? Why didn't guys like Alvin Kamara got paid?
Yo, Kamara's ridiculous, bro. Like, I love Kamara.
No, because he can run and receive.
Kamara,
That's why he has receiving capabilities. That's why.
You want to know what I just got really lucky because I'm about to face
Hang on, let me check right now.
Oh
No, he's
the
been
guy I'm playing. He lost Kamara and Montgomery this week. Wow, 20 yards.
29, damn. He's 29.
There he is.
That's the old age for running backs.
Damn.
29.
Wait. Kamara's 29 and he's doing that?
You're 29, damn.
Yeah, dude. He was. I had him in top 10 running
20
backs
yards for Vidal.
of the year.
Vidal, yeah.
Vidal.
Oh, yeah.
He's a lot. They have to give him the ball. He's better than Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they're not running the offense through him.
He got paid and he could stay healthy.
Well, they took Gus Edwards. I don't know if you guys remember last year. Gus
and he
Edwards
didn't break the market either, so that's why he took money. I think he took market value.
Yeah, see, they give it to Gus Edwards. He gets 2 yards.
Edwards isn't the same. Injuries got extra. They started getting drilled. Why do you think they took both of these running backs that were former Ravens? They've got ACL injuries.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but also
former Raven running backs because of fucking Jim Harbaugh, and also because they're. I think that's. No, their GM went there. I forgot. Yeah, they got Greg Roman as the coordinator right now for this game. So, yeah,
not gonna make it easy.
I feel like we should have somebody with like an emergency defibrillator for Jim Harbaugh there. He looks so stressed already. Whoa!
He sees this getting out of control, so
I would be stressed too if I'm trying to.
Yeah, because they're only 8.
Yeah, they got to score. Now they got to. No, they're 8-6. They need to, and plus they're teetering into the wild card race, especially when they got the Bengals still behind them and the Dolphins behind them.
Hell yeah, you can't go 8-7 and expect to be in the wild card.
Nice pass.
Yo, here's the thing about Herbert. In the second half, Herbert is always good. Go ahead, Senton. I'm sorry.
There's a flag, though.
Bo Nix is.
I said that. Oh
yeah.
I also
Bo Nix look like if he was 20 years young?
We hoop the Broncos.
20 years. No, I was going to say, who does Bo Nix remind you of if they were 15 years younger? Or, I don't know, how old is he? Okay, so
Steve
8 years younger.
John Elway?
Maybe I'll have to go to another. They'll have to cut back.
Oh, facial appearance? No, he looks like Mike. He looks like Michael's secret admirer. We hooping. Go look.
No,
at him.
he looks like a grown-up Spongy.
Oh
he looks like a grown-up Spongy.
No, that's Christian McCaffrey.
He looks like a grown-up Spongy. Yeah.
Go.
Nope.
No, go Google. Go Google Michael's friend. We hoop. Go Google Michael's little boy toy we hooping. That guy he likes to admire recently, and go look at their face to face. He looks like a coked out version of him, literally on coke and bath salts.
Yo, let's go! Chargers score a touchdown. No fucking field goal. Let's go.
Touchdown. All right, they got it.
Serious?
Did they? Yeah.
I think they got it. Yeah, they got
Let's go. Oh, 2-yard run. They called it. DJ Jones with the stop. DJ Jones.
Oh, Niner legend. So.
Coming up big in the middle.
Touchdown.
And who's lighting up? Man, who's lighting a bong? I heard that little bubble sounds.
Yo, 24-yard pass. Before that, I totally missed it.
Funny thing about that YTC is like all three of us are like the usual suspects. Like it could be any one of us.
Come on.
I'm about to say who's smoking a bong. I heard the little bubbles.
We're all connoisseurs of Lo Verde.
No, it had to be me. Because only smokes blunts.
I said we're all like connoisseurs of Lo Verde.
Yeah, we do love that shit. I'm not gonna lie. We got some connoisseurs up in this MF right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in Jersey, so you already know. They legalize that shit like it's candy.
Yo, you know what's funny? I was living in New Jersey because I was helping my mom out for a little bit, and as soon as I left Jersey, they friggin' legalized it. I could have stayed in New Jersey and like lived at home and not paid any.
Yeah, they legalized it. Now they're selling it at distilleries like candy. Literally in candy form and smoke form.
But it's not cheap anymore. It used to be cheap. Now it's like really expensive with all the the in-size tax, then the sales tax, and then the
my god, it's
tax.
30% here. It's 30% here. That's
Ridiculous.
crazy. 30%.
Ridiculous.
All right, tie game.
Almost makes me want to grow my own stuff.
No, but hang on.
Little piece of
No,
land.
but I said it on Michael's stream and the other stream, and he looks like we hooping. Fucking bonus.
Yeah, he does. Like if you were to take Jack Nicholson in The Shining and then put it in Michael's body, you get we hooping. Probably.
YTC, you
Just
play
Google
fantasy, right? YTC, you definitely play fantasy, right?
Yeah, it's literally him on bath salts.
You have to join Levi's Dynasty League. We need people.
Well, we're on the...
Dicker the kicker.
Well, it's a little too late for that now, because I'm already in multiple leagues.
Are you in multiple Dynasty leagues?
I'm in multiple leagues already. I'm stretched out.
I'm sure you are, but we're doing we're trying to do a really fucking dope Dynasty league.
No, not Dynasty, no. Yearly leagues. No, because one I play for money, one I'm part of a group chat. One is in a
Dynasty league.
Because I'm in a group chat. The other one because I'm playing for money. I lost the money league though. I lost them out league right now. I'm in.
Oh man, I hope I win my league.
I got bunched out on my money league, but whatever.
I could really use the extra money.
100 by the end of week 18. There's a chance I could win 1.2k. Quick money, to start the year out right.
Hell yeah!
Basically, it's a season. Those seasonal bets you place in August. And you bet like this person's gonna throw for 4K passing, 1,000 receiving, like those asterisks. Yeah, that's what I bet with the receiving and running backs. I need Malik to get 100 more yards.
And when you win that money, use that money, put that in like a CD, and let that grow for 18 months or something like that.
1.2k. I might take out 800 and I might take out like 1,000 and put 200 on the first to score a touchdown and try to win another 1,000.
There you go.
I have a bad.
I'll still walk away with 1,000. I'll just put the 200 just to win another 1,000.
There you go. There you go.
If I win my league, credit cards are going to get a lot of that money.
I don't know who came up with the idea of credit cards in the first place. It's totally unnecessary. But anyway,
it's unnecessary, and
what's the point?
I don't have to.
Yeah,
and I'm paying all this interest.
Yeah, and they're paying interest, and also I go with months with balances. Like I forget I don't have the sufficient funds, and they charge me late fees and shit like that.
That's
not having a certain balance. Yeah,
try and do a balance.
That's what you have paying for services for. At least they're more lenient than the fucking credit card companies, because once you miss the payment, they charge you right away. At least with the fucking paying for services, you can reschedule certain things. Yeah, once you talk to the customer support for disputing, they allow me to do it.
I feel like what's a better idea? We should borrow from the government.
What I do is,
if we don't pay, they could take it out of our Social Security.
but we'd be paying right back into it, with like sales tax and everything.
Yeah, because that's money. That's money.
Well, why can't we just do that forever?
Good in debt.
Be nice. What I do is
how do we owe ourselves?
You can't, because it's fiat currency. It's not backed by anything tangible.
Oh yeah! Shout out to me, by the way. I used the 35% booster on the bet. By the way, I'm gonna show you what I need to win. Hang on, I know it's a little off topic.
So your bet will increase 35% if you hit it.
No, it's a booster. No, that's how I got the thing to get to 1.2k to pay out. Originally, it was going to be 900, but the 35% booster is one extra 300.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so
this is what I got. Hang on, this is what I got going on that I need to happen.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs,
Aaron.
That's the only.
Malik. Those are all my
Kyron Williams.
And
CD Lamb. I need 200.
Those two are automatic, especially this week when there's nobody else in Detroit.
No, because Detroit's, and also I need because I'm happy that happened, because Detroit's competing with Philadelphia for number 1 seed. And so that's going to not incentivize them.
Also, one of their
Yeah, and
best...
it's not going to incentivize them to not sit their players.
Oh, they're going to hyper-target Amon St. Ra, just so you know. That
Yeah,
guy's
Sam
probably
Laporta
200
too.
yards.
They're gonna.
He's probably going to have 200 yards.
Well, he needs to get one from me.
I like
then.
these play calls. I like these play calls that Sean Payton is dialing up.
You want us to
You know what it is? It starts with the
I think
run.
bold.
When you're able to utilize the run, you open up the entire offense, run by committee style, not overusing a workhorse running back. This is why I'm a fan of the run by committee style compared to workhorsing up back 20 carries too much.
I'm also a fan of two running backs or a fullback and a running back side by side by the quarterback on the line of scrimmage. Extra blocker.
I still prefer the two tight end set, but yeah, using two tight ends as a blocker, but yeah.
Oh, I love three tight ends in Madden.
Madden, I love using pistol formation.
Yeah.
Especially because I had Daniel Jones for years before he was mobile enough to run the pistol formation. That's what I did when I played with the Giants. So yeah, throughout the years.
Oh, do they update
the pistol
players' mobility?
Year
by year in Madden?
Kenny.
What's up?
Wow.
It's time to rip it and rip it.
Rip it and rip it.
If I get on Madden,
Yeah,
I'll just run
right.
Rip it and rip it. Oh, wow.
Rip it and
what's
rip
strains?
No, but
Guys, what's strains?
Madden, I'm going to have to find ways to scheme up with Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito playing.
Yeah. That's going to be...
Totally legal.
Wait, what?
I was laughing because it was like Drew Lock and
right now
DeVito.
Right now they're... Yep.
I still got the same. I still got the same stuff.
DeVito.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I do not want to hear shit about Malik Neighbors. He's doing this with 4 white quarterbacks now. I have that asterisk now. 4 different quarterbacks, and he's still finding a way to get open.
Wait, did you say 4 white quarterbacks?
4 different quarterbacks. They're like 900. Yeah, 4 different quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yo, but you know you're going to get Shador.
That's how bad it is.
You're getting Shador.
4 different quarterbacks in one season, and he's still getting 1,000 close to it.
I don't. Do you think Merrill would do?
But the Raiders have to win one more game. I think they'll beat Mac Jones this week. I took the Raiders this week. I got a feeling.
Yo, I don't know.
They're gonna beat Mac Jones.
Jacksonville has scored 42 points on somebody this year.
Both of the top quarterbacks in this draft class are white. No, not black. So
they said you guys are gonna get the number 1 pick
this year.
YTC.
They got the number 1 pick. I was going to say, is John Mara smart enough or stupid enough?
That's probably with Trevor Lawrence. Secondly, that's Mac Jones playing quarterback too.
Whoever has the first pick, that's Shador time, right?
Yeah, but would John Mara do that? Like, I could see Jerry Jones getting Sanders.
We'll see, because he's.
He would love that, but there's no way to happen. You know what's funny though? Dallas hasn't made any moves in a long time, and so do you think they've been saving up to do something crazy in the draft?
History can be broken. Here, history can be made, and secondly, that would be the first time we draft a black quarterback in the first round in our history, 100-year history. So yeah, or let alone draft any black quarterback in our 100-year history.
That's right. I'm trying to think right now.
Which is crazy.
Well, is Shador good enough that you want to draft?
I think Mara would also.
I think he would be the first quarterback.
I mean, he's like the only number 1 option in this quarterback class.
And then
what's that guy Ward?
Carson or Carson Beck or something like that?
Carson Beck, yeah. What's his story?
I wonder where he'll go. But we know Cleveland, maybe. Cleveland?
To me, there is... No, hell no. Hell no. I would... That's another Daniel Jones right there, Carson Beck. Hell no.
Yeah, but if you gave Daniel Jones a line
from
day 1, it would have been a little better.
Probably, but they got rid of Pat Shurmur. Daniel Jones' rookie year was his best year.
We might see.
Pat
Jones on the Niners next year.
Yeah, because Shurmur.
That would be hypocritical of Shanahan.
He knows how to develop quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Shurmur knows how to develop quarterbacks. You saw how he did with Case Keenum the year prior. He's not meant to be a head coach, but he's a better off coordinator.
Yeah,
some coordinators aren't meant to be coaches.
Yo,
That's
can you imagine if the Chargers got...
He wasn't meant to lead a team, but yeah.
Ooh.
the Chargers get Travis Hunter. They wouldn't get him, though. They're 8-6. They're not even going to be...
The Patriots. The Patriots. My bad.
The Patriots would definitely...
Oh, Patriots.
With Gonzalez
and
Hunter, that'd be disgusting.
They actually have a team that could compete.
But...
And they already have a very good
if Hunter wants to play wide receiver, he can be their number one option.
He said it's a requirement. Didn't he say it's a requirement wherever he goes that he plays both sides?
He can play wide receiver and be like their number one target only. He's like their only number one target, anyways. Who did they got?
Well, I think he made that a clause
Hunter
in
Henry?
his contract that he has to play on both sides of the
Mario Douglas,
guaranteed.
Shit, that'd be one of the
Is that the Mario Douglas? That's it. That's how awful.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
See the first football player play offense and defense in the same game for the first time since Deion Sanders.
Did Bo Jackson ever do that?
Bo Jackson?
I'm sure he didn't, but I feel like you could have thrown Bo Jackson in linebacker and he would have killed somebody.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And then, but
he's just the right.
He was.
No, but I think he's
going
to the Patriots.
Solid.
Yeah.
He's either a Patriot or Jaguar at this point, but between Hunter, it's either a Patriot or Jaguar.
I can't even get.
But they got Brian Roberts. They got Brian Thomas. I said Robinson Thomas over there. So the other LSU guys been killing it over there. So they don't.
They say you guys
wouldn't
get the number one pick because the schedule or something like that.
Yeah, we're tanking. I told you. Look at who our quarterback is. We're not winning another game.
See that zip on that ball?
We're tanking.
Bo Nix just threw.
You guys stop?
Tanking without tanking.
You guys taking? Yeah, you guys taking.
Yeah, we're just going to be stat padding. All we're doing is stat padding Malik Neighbors' numbers to get 1,000. That's it. At this point, it's whatever numbers he gets. We're just stat
padding. You guys going to drop the number one quarterback, right?
Shit.
Works for me if they want to.
YTC. You guys gonna get the quarterback, right?
What?
You guys gonna pick a quarterback in the draft, right?
Well, yeah. We're drafting
him.
We're drafting one. I'm not calling a Michael saying we're not drafting a quarterback. Hell no.
You can draft one, but you should start Aaron Rodgers.
That's what Michael did. They weren't going to draft Caleb number one.
Bo Nix has more zip on the football than Purdy does right now, and that's concerning.
And he's nice, and when he's running, he's good too.
Yeah, I didn't realize coming over to.
And secondly, I mean, granted, it's Bo Nix's rookie years, so.
Yeah, but the arm. Look at the arm.
He could still fall off a cliff. Look at what C.J. Stroud. Look at what happened to C.J. Stroud this year. He's not as efficient as he was, even though he was winning the division.
What a disappointment.
But that's credit to the Bacos team over there.
That fool got hit.
You never know. But yeah. I mean, Bo Nix could still fall off a cliff.
Well, it's true. I'm just looking at the arm strength right now.
I don't really count rookie years too much.
Whoa, he's got.
I don't really count rookie years too much. I don't put too much stock on.
I don't know the way this Bo Nix is playing. It looks like he's got like a.
No, because then teams get tape on them.
Yeah. Maybe Purdy. Maybe that was thing with Purdy. But
once teams got tape on him, we're gonna see, and they adjust to his game stuff.
Yeah. We need to evolve. We need to, like Steve Young and Jerry Rice was talking about Shanahan. Purdy's got to do the same thing. They know he can't throw in the rain, and they know he's an anticipation quarterback, so it's all on timing. You screw up the timing, you screw up Purdy. So, I expect him to be working on those weeks.
Oh, it looks like he's doing something Kyle would never do fluently, run the ball back community.
Wow, nice.
And look what's happening to the running backs. Apparently, fucking Isaac Guerrero is out.
Yeah. Oh, he's injured. Yep. We're all injured.
Touchdown.
Guerrero's out. The whole running back core is out. for the whole running back core.
It's bad.
Yeah, touchdown. The whole running back core is out. So who are you starting now?
We found someone from Walmart.
What practice squad guy you probably brought up or signed?
Yeah, we'll shoot for them.
The practice.
Shanahan goes through running backs.
No, you live in the Bay Area, so you can go ahead and audition. You can go audition to play running back too.
I can barely. If I had my mobility and I didn't have, and I couldn't stand for longer than 15 minutes without being in pain, I just might just to see if I could get in.
Hey, because I'm thinking of sneaking in MetLife Stadium and forging papers, just transfer ownership to me. I'll stop.
Oh my god! If I bought
get the ownership to me. No, if I bought the team, we're never finishing below 500 ever again.
Well, if I bought the 49ers, I know the owners want you to be the go along, get along. So the other owners are going to be looking at you saying, "Hey, are you going to work with us?" I'm going to be like, "Yeah, whatever you want." But I'm secretly going to be like doing my best to compete and making sure the Niners always are at above 500 or in the playoffs at least. Always, regardless. That's what my,
Oh, let me see what John said. The point is that Bo Nix's arm talent is at a high class versus the arm talent of Brock Purdy. Well, so far it's looking. Yeah, he does have a lot of good zip, but Purdy I think can make those deep throws. It's just the receivers are not doing their job. Ayuk's been inconsistent, and Debo's looking washed. He's looking like Kadarius Toney now. That's how bad it is.
The arm injury and the shoulder is something that's
injuries.
Concerning. And people who don't want to pay him, I mean, they that's a good argument not to.
That's a good argument, not from his talent. No, the injuries is a good argument. You can have the injury argument. That's definitely a good argument.
Yeah.
What's up, John?
Hey, John. Yep.
Yo.
What up? How you doing? How's the repairs going and all that?
Getty there.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's feeding him something.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Hey John Jay, what's going on, dude? I had to.
John's muted right now. Says John's is muted right now. John's muted.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll regularly mute himself because of outside noise. Yes. Right.
I have to remember to mute myself when I'm AWK. Or AFK, is that right?
I don't know.
Away from keyboard is what they say, I think.
I am not up to date on the current vernacular.
Yeah, I just heard this. McConkey, 30 yards, nice.
All right. Little internet.
Yo, I love it. I love the Chargers making it a game.
Little internet troubleshoot. Whatever.
Is this going to be a running back shootout?
I don't think this team has a legitimate running back.
Well, they both want to run the ball, it seems. It's going to be a running back off, I guess.
Is that John Jay?
It's going to be like a RB derby.
Yeah.
What, is he still muted?
What's up? What's up,
Yeah.
John
I
Jay?
think he's muted right now still.
Yeah, I wasn't here when he showed up, and so I didn't want him to think I didn't say hello.
It's muted right now. Right now it's still 14-7, yeah.
What does it feel like sliding on that artificial turf? It's all rubbery and shit.
Because a bunch of these owners are cheap kicks to implement a more safer synthetic grass. Or fucking something safer. They're fucking cheapskates.
They say it's safer? Why have soft tissue injuries gone up like 500%?
And also, it's got to be with training too, because a lot of these trainers don't train these players right with their bodies, taking a threshold with these hits.
Yeah.
Nice to the tight
No,
end.
because the threshold's really gone down. The threshold for injuries, like on the average NFL player, has gone down significantly. So that's why.
I just don't remember hearing all about all these injuries back in the day. Either
because they had a higher pain threshold because they were taking nasty hits and then got up to play the next down or next game. They were taking more dangerous hits, so their bodies were adjusted to it.
There's also you also learn how to get hit, and land a certain way.
Yeah, you saw how many hits that would be penalized in the Days League back in the 80s or 70s too.
Oh, of course. I just let me put it this way: the football players had not longevity, but they weren't like Formula One race car drivers like these guys. That need to be
they're like
broken down to the bolt. All the time.
No, because receivers back then were more bigger dudes. Like they were more physique imposing, like taller, and they can push off and beat anyone physically compared to the speedsters we have in today's league and route techs. So
Cooper Kupp wouldn't do anything. Well, maybe some things, but he wouldn't be as effective as he is.
Yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they're using the tight end, even though they lost their starting tight end and their other starting tight end.
What does number 44 look like an actual fullback?
He might be. Is it Fisk? Stone Smart is the tight end. Fisk is the fullback. They do have a fullback at San Diego or with the Chargers.
I would go for it on 4th and 3. Come on.
Well, 3 is going to look sorry. They got us 4.
The Chargers need a desperate receiver. The Chargers are desperate when they don't have they have a who's who at skill positions right now.
Yeah, McConkey's kind of hurt. So then it would be Johnson.
No, because we don't even know who half of these guys are. Like, who's smart? Who the hell is these vital? Who are these random dudes?
Yeah,
like they're a bunch of who's that the Chargers have right now.
Stone
my God! If the Chargers
their tight end
getting their feet wet.
So that's the new tight end, Stone Smart.
This is probably the best chance they're gonna get. This is probably the best chance they're gonna.
I'm trading up and I'm getting Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
because that would solve a lot of problems.
That's not gonna happen.
You could trade up. You could trade up. No, you could trade up. And and pull what Kyle and pulled what Kyle did to a certain extent.
By any means tanking. Then try to get in the top 10.
No, not tanking. 3 first-round draft picks. 2029
for one player though.
30. Hey,
for Travis Hunter.
Do you know what Jim Harbaugh could do with Travis Hunter?
And then we could put Dion at special teams coach to start.
Would Dion be a special teams?
I think he would be for one season. Then he'd probably want to be DC.
Probably for one season,
and then he could be the head coach.
DC definitely would. Yeah, I could see that. I could see him DC. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to have 3 years. He wants to wait with the Niners to be head coach. It's probably not going to happen, but that would be awesome.
That ain't happening. There's no one better than Kyle right now that's going out in the market right now.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be the head coach. That's what I'm saying. Dion couldn't be head coach for like at least 3 years.
I don't think Dion would come into the NFL unless it was a guaranteed head coaching spot.
Yeah, I agree. Which is
would he go to the Cowboys though?
The Saints or the Cowboys, yeah, something like that.
Would he go to the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, it has to be done.
No, because McCarthy's about to get fired. After this year, he's probably going to get fired. Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, and that would re-inject so much revenue into the Cowboys' coffers. Let's put it that way, because
if they have a
Cowboys fans aren't getting anything out of the season right now. So Jerry's going to have to find a way to get that revenue.
They're not going to probably get any. They're not going to get anything for the next 3 seasons with Dak as their quarterback. They signed them long term. when they have Dak as their quarterback.
Man, we got screwed
I look,
hard by that fucking.
He's on a third
Dak
contract
deal.
with only no MVPs, no Super Bowls, and only 2 playoff victories. That's all Dak has. And he got a third contract, which is crazy. From the same team. Who gets a third contract for those acclimants?
Who's his agent? I want to know these agents so I can start beating them up and saying, "Hey,
I want
stop
to know
holding
who
the
Kirk
fucking
Cousins'
team
agent is.
hostage."
I want to know who Daniel Jones and especially Kirk Cousins' free agent, because he always gets Kirk paid. He always gets Kirk paid with the damn Minnesota and the Falcons, just to be regular season, but then bum in the playoffs. I gotta see who they're. He gets him paid somehow. That's why I gotta figure out.
Well, we know it's not Clutch Sports.
All right.
I wonder if Clutch Sports we start getting into football. I mean, LeBron's gonna have to do something after.
Right now, I'm just eating some sandwiches. Right now, I'm eating. I'm eating some classic Italian right now. But yeah, I'm eating the classic Italian. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So ham and salami. And what, provolone?
Mm-hmm. And then I got a tuna for either later or tomorrow, whatever. I don't eat it or not. I got 2 sandwiches.
Nice.
Yeah, ham and salami. Mm-hmm.
I love salami.
With everything on, and I ask for everything on it. Yeah.
Or oil and vinegar?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then I got tuna on my other one.
Classic Jersey sub.
I always get the 12-foot longs. Just last me for 2 days. So I can get 2 sandwiches to last me.
Oh, hell no. 12 a foot long?
I got the classic Italian, and then I got Californian tuna salsa. Inch foot long. I got 2 of them, so last me one day and then the other day. That'll fill me up for the whole day.
Is there lemon in that chicken tuna? Can you tell?
No, I haven't checked it yet. No, because I got it stored away. I'm eating the classic one right now. No, you can if you want it, but I didn't put any vinegar or lemon. No, that'd be dope though. I might have to be tempted to try that.
Very Mediterranean.
No, because I like putting lemon, garlic, and also pepper.
Oh yeah,
lemon pepper. Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know if your family makes this or not, YTC, but we used to have, like, my grandmother used to make chicken, like, thighs and bake them. Like, the outside was so crunchy, the inside was so soft, but she put, like, garlic and lemon all over that shit. Like, you could smell it from three blocks away.
Oh, my mom did it, but rarely. She mostly just makes Spanish cuisine, but that's rarely. Like, once a blue moon to growing up.
I never smelled so much garlic.
Nah, but it definitely had more ceviche. But yeah.
Right.
Isn't there garlic festival? Is it in
mostly just just shrimp with onions and soup, yeah. And then I had it with rice. And then I mostly get, and also there's a lot of Puerto Rican and Dominican for, and I mostly get those two too. Dominican and Puerto Rican style. I get the mango, and I get the mofongo style that they got over here from those two countries. Yeah, Dominican and Puerto Rican cuisines.
Who that? Oh, John Jay.
Oh, yeah, what a good throw! What you mean?
That was awesome.
54 yards. Marvin Mims.
Tackled by...
They're already inside the Chargers 6-yard line.
Derwin James Jr. with the tackle.
Yeah, Derwin James gets the tackle there, yeah. 54. Jesus, Bo Nix.
Yeah, bro. He's nasty.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at them.
Looks like the Broncos.
Holy crap!
Looks like maybe the Broncos might have struck
I
gold
picked the Broncos
after all those quarterbacks they went through
weeks.
since Peyton Manning. After all those quarterbacks they went through since Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
The Brock Osweilers, the Drew Locks, the Tom Savage. No, not Tom Savage. No, it was Osweiler. They gave him money.
Well, they thought he
because he
could
played
continue
one year
Peyton kind of left off.
with he played as a backup to Peyton Manning.
He kind of co-played that year.
Yeah, because he played under. He was a backup to Peyton. Yeah, they thought he would be a
touchdown
successor.
Wow.
Learning from him. They thought they had another Rodgers and Farr. Hang on, that's Bo next there. All right. No, they're up 2 scores. I took.
Oh, it's
two
going to be a
scores
murder.
now.
It's going to be a murder.
A murder at Mile High, or
Yep.
SoFi. Murder
That's
at SoFi.
Yeah, murder at SoFi.
Yeah, that's how you save money. That's what LA wants. They want more fans and they want
Also-
to make more money.
Also, I see the Vikings. I see there's a lot of games that are about to flex right now. They're definitely going to flex this prime time, especially they're fighting for the number 1 seed. Both teams have the same record, the Vikings and the Lions. Jesus,
Yo, these guys just played on Sunday.
they're both
Am I the
12
only
and
one
2.
who thought it
They're
was
about to flex
crazy?
it.
They just flexed them at the last second like that, and these teams have to just play on a different day. And what about all the fans that were planning to go to the game on a different day? They got to go on a Thursday night? That's wild.
Hmm. Yeah, no, but they let them know ahead of time. But they changed it ahead of time, like weeks
Yeah,
after
but
leading
like
up
they
to
didn't
it.
give them too. Like it was like 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
short notice.
No, not 3 days. Like,
Short notice.
no, it was like weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I thought.
So
they
why the Lions and the Vikings are playing?
21. Yeah, they're playing week 18. They might flex that to Sunday Night Football if they're playing for the number 1 seed.
Oh shit!
They're both
Damn.
the same record.
Yeah, where they playing at?
They might flip. The game's in Minnesota, I think. I gotta check.
Damn.
I think it's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
No, because it's a 3-way tie for the NFC North number 1 seed. The Eagles at 12-1, the Vikings at 12-2. The Eagles at 12-2, and then the Lions are 12-2. 3 12
3 ways.
teams.
Yeah, 3.
Just to get the number 1 seed, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's no excuse tonight. The Chargers have been able to move the ball. They got to score.
It's the defense that's selling them. The Broncos' defense has been showing up.
Yeah.
That's what's the difference maker. The Broncos' defense has been a difference maker. So I think they're one of the. Yeah, you saw what they did to Baker and that electric offense. That told me enough already.
Yeah.
I do want to interview that offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers, though.
Yo, I
If we don't
said
get
that all
Ben
year
Johnson.
too about their play.
Yeah,
They're
Liam
awesome.
Cohen. No, because the way they use those running backs, Bucky Irving and Rashad White, and then the way they utilize the offense, that's how I want to see.
They also use their third running back, if you can believe it.
Yeah, McCormick, I think
Tucker.
that's his name.
Sean
No, Tucker. Yeah, no, Tucker. Yeah, third running back. They know how to utilize 3 different running backs. Yeah.
Yeah, when Evans goes out, so the guy McMillan behind him does well.
You get Jalen McMillan?
Playing. They got Sterling Shepard there. They're loaded.
Yeah.
And they got Kate Otten.
Man, I miss Shepard. It's just injuries killed him. But anyways, now he's a role option over there. But yeah, definitely they got Kate Otten stepped up as well under that offense.
Can you imagine
the way they used the tight ends over there? That's why I want to interview him.
Can you imagine how good our secondary would be right now if Jason Verrett just didn't have that injury bug? Man, it's just like life's just not fair sometimes, man.
We have a shitload of injuries. That's I know people hate on Kyle.
I said the same thing
with.
with. I said this.
Hate on Kyle, but like
I said the same thing with David Wilson for the Giants 10 years ago, but here we are. I said the same thing for the Giants. He did kick returns and he was a good running back. So yeah,
You know who I really
After
like on the
Jacobs
Giants? I
left.
like Theo Johnson was one of my favorite players, and the dude had to go out.
No, but I think
tight
with a
end.
better quarterback, I think he'll have an increased role though in the Giants. That's why I'm optimistic with him.
Hell yeah, he's going to be a
With
very
a better
good
quarterback, that opens up the offense. Yeah.
I know how crazy it sounds, but I wanted to roll with Theo Johnson the rest of the season on fantasy.
Basically,
and he went out.
At this point, whoever comes to New York, just don't lose this the game. Don't turn the ball over. That's all your job is in your rookie years, to not turn the ball over. That's it. Just get the ball out to the receivers.
Jaden Daniels doesn't turn the ball over, bro.
Do not turn the ball over. That's my only thing I ask of the next quarterback. Do not turn the ball over.
Thou shall not turn the ball over.
Yeah, it's already looking bad for the Chargers. You run up the middle of 2 yards. Stupid.
Uh-oh. Chargers gonna charge.
I know that's how plays and sets start, but it bothers me.
No, because that's how I'd rather approach the year for a rookie year before they develop into the next step of elevating a team. Yeah. That's like getting your feet wet.
They keep running into DJ Jones's arms.
That's kind of how I want to look at it.
There you go.
And that's 32. Palmer.
Nice.
No, but the Chargers got to draft a receiver. They need someone next to Lyle. He can't do it by himself. They're gonna have to draft or sign another wide receiver. Maybe they go get T. Higgins or something. I don't know. He's not gonna do it himself. He ain't doing it. McConkey, he's good, but he's not gonna carry the whole team.
Uh-oh.
They need complementary pieces around. Yeah. T. Higgins would be a next step.
Nice.
All right, 5-12. Look, go. They're incomplete. They're about to punt.
Herbert, come on, man.
We got the battle of the Oregon quarterbacks, which I know awesome kids. Doing backflips right now to this game because they're both from Oregon. Both Oregon quarterbacks. No, I wanted Justin Herbert. He was supposed to come to us in 2018, but he stayed another year. Whatever.
Crap. No, not yet.
All right, fair catch at the 22. Okay. 5 minutes to go.
2. What's that gonna look
All
like?
right.
Right there.
Right now, I'm looking at my numbers. Yep, I need I basically need Kyron has 1,123. I need 130 more within 3 weeks, so I gotta hope. But he's been top 5 in averaging runs, so I have a good chance, yards per game. He's been in the top 5 in average, so I'm hoping that plays in the factor. There's that, and I need Monroe has 1,056, so I need 200 yards more within the next 3 games, and then I need CD gets his 1,086, so I need a good 160 something. 64, yeah. In the next 3 weeks to win money, so yeah. And then Neighbors to get 99, but yeah. Yards. He's at 901. No, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna be paying my debts back. I got some things I owe, so I'm hoping I win. That would be an instant debt clearer.
Is everything going all right with Melissa? I haven't seen her or heard from her in a couple of weeks.
Oh, she hasn't popped around?
No.
Surprisingly? Damn. Thought she was a regular over there.
I just asked because we had like a really good talk about different subjects we actually both like. After one Wednesday Corey Pick'em, and I just like wanted to follow up that conversation.
All right.
So, right about
right now, I'm checking my tracking. Yeah, on commercial break, I'm checking my order right now. I ordered from Temu. Yeah, some boots I wanted for the winter coming out.
Right on.
Gotta stay prepared. You gotta stay because the winter's about to come where I'm at. I had to get this jacket in. I had to get this winter boots. So yeah, these black winter boots I got. Oh, okay, so it cleared customs there. All right, there we go. Thank you. There we go. So now it's ready to ship. Let's go. All right.
50 yards. Nice.
Then it'll head to New York, and then it'll take about 2 days to get there after. No, a day after. Once it heads to New York, to one of their warehouses over there. All right.
Oh, Joey Bosa. My bad. On my head.
Bosa. Yeah, I saw the play now. There we go.
Did you get him?
Nice sack.
Big time play right there, man. The Chargers really need that.
Yeah, they gotta get a turnover here.
They need a turnover.
Turnover would be huge for them.
Get some better field position. Keep backing them up here. Maybe they get a penalty.
Turnover here would be huge.
I'd like Joey Bosa as a player a lot more if he was. He didn't like show up and play when he wanted to.
Yeah, back him up and then get some. Yeah.
Yeah, just if he was a little more consistent, like his brother. Who unfortunately has been inconsistent this season, but again, depth.
No, because they both fell off. Both of them fell off a cliff. Him and Khalil Mack. Him and his. I haven't heard from nothing with Khalil Mack, so he's fallen off too. Both of them. They were hyping up this duo to be a good pass rush tandem. I haven't heard anything impactful from those two, so yeah.
Yeah, and they got Khalil Mack in 2022, right? Okay. But they had Staley as the coach still. I wonder what he's up to these days.
Yeah, I thought Khalil Mack would have been impactful when they Bears traded him, and then Roquan got traded to the Ravens. No, but under Harbaugh, they still haven't progressed anything. I'm surprised. They haven't progressed under Harbaugh, so yeah.
Well, you got two great coaches also coaching.
If only Tua didn't get hurt, I could have still won if got hurt. But yeah, not because he missed those extra games. It's not going to crack 4K passing. I'm looking, because I placed another bet. I'm about to lose that one. But yeah, one of those quarterbacks got hurt. See, just Tua, yeah.
Is that pass interference? Did you see that?
I don't know what's PI. What's PI in today's NFL?
whatever the ref.
This looked like PI to me.
On Darius Leonard.
Like he's holding his left arm.
Oh no, it's not Darius Leonard. No, it's the other Leonard. Because I said D Leonard, I thought it was Darius Leonard, but now she just named it Shaq Leonard.
Don't we have like a Kalia and Khalil Davis on our team? Guys, John, David.
He's muted, John. He's been muted for a while now. I'm surprised. He's been muted for a while, so I guess he's busy doing something.
So the Chargers defense showed up. Gotta stop.
See, now they gotta capitalize on those before the 2-minute warning.
I'm not busy. I have repairs, all right? So I can't be I have to mute myself.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
All right.
They could be a better position than that, but that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got to capitalize here, so they got to cut this down to one score.
Absolutely needed a stop.
Now they got to capitalize and cut this down to one score.
All right.
So yeah.
So big play.
No, the chart. I know the Broncos get the ball in the second half. I was thinking, never mind. Thought they
Bo
got
Nix,
it.
2 touchdowns already. What a beast!
That's. Yep. 14 for 19, 158 and 2 passing. He's doing this thing.
I'm guessing he's going to throw at least one more, and then that would be like three touchdown games.
He'll crack at least,
like the last 4
by the looks of it, he'll crack 3 touchdowns. I think he's also going to crack 250 again. Plus, he's at 158, so he'll probably get another 100. Now, with the way they're running the ball, they'll just keep handing the ball to the running backs. Sound like these fantasy backs in Denver if they're up a big score.
You mean he's not going to be like Josh Allen and steal every touchdown?
Hey, I'm not complaining. It happened in fantasy.
Yeah, seriously. I wouldn't want to be
and also
shout out
to his fiance Haley Steinfeld as well. By the way, apparently she's been the bigger influence on him, and now he's been playing out of his mind in the last couple of weeks.
You know what's funny? There's a movie that was when I was little. There was a movie called something. I'll try and remember the name of the movie. It was like something with Slugger
42?
in it, but no, it was something with Slugger in it. And he was a guy who was like a streaky dude, and he just was in a slump, and then he met this girl singer, and he fell in love with her. Oh, the Slugger's wife. And so he was killing it, just killing home runs while they were together, but then like they broke up. And then, like, the manager tries to find a girl that looks like her while he's drunk so that he can hook up with her, and the next day hit a home run in the playoffs or something. It was wild. It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's free on TV right now.
But no, he's been playing out of his mind. That's why. So, yeah. I need him to keep playing out of his mind to carry myself into the championship game for fantasy.
He's in love.
So I can get my 3rd consecutive title. So, yeah. I won one last year. I'm trying to repeat this year, so yeah.
Hey, here's a weird question. Does anyone here not like donuts?
I like them.
I love donuts.
Who doesn't like donuts?
You'd be surprised.
Well, I know one person who definitely doesn't like donuts. You wouldn't know him.
Yeah, who doesn't like donuts?
Oh, Yngwie Malmsteen, the guitar player.
Oh, wow. Is he like a health guy or something?
No, do you remember the band Pantera?
Yeah.
They used to release home videos, and these home videos would be them recording all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. On their first home video called the Cowboys from Hell home video, they find Yngwie Malmsteen in a hotel room, and they offer him a donut. And he clearly says, "No, I don't like fucking donuts." And and then they pan over to a security guard with like a Dunkin' Donuts bag, and Dime's like, "He likes donuts though."
Yeah.
And he was smiling, and he was like,
"Yeah." Plus, I'm mostly good with coffee too. Yeah, and I'm mostly a croissant guy recently, even though I eat donuts every now and then.
White to see, are you old enough to remember the Dunkin' Donuts guy?
Dunkin' Donuts who guy?
There was a guy that used to do all the Dunkin' Donuts commercials, and he
was
be
a
like,
spokesman.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even think they had a spokesman.
It's hilarious.
No.
You know what I like about you, YTC? You know what Cookie Puss means.
Oh my god.
Well, you guys are from the East Coast. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that means.
I love it. I love
that, and also be. Oh, there we go.
They always bought me a Cookie Puss on my birthday. I always got.
The fuck is a Cookie Puss? All right, come on. Throw me a freaking bone here.
It's like an ice cream cake shaped like a whale. Oh no, that's Fudgy the whale.
Oh wow.
But same thing, basically.
Oh, okay. It's like an It's It or Take On.
It's like an ice cream cake with like this delicious, hard, like chocolate, like crunchy shit all over it, and on the inside, it's nuts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's in the East Coast. Yeah.
East Coast lingo. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, first down. Yeah, they're about to score the Chargers. They're inside the 27 now. They don't turn it over here. Lad McConkey with 2 back-to-back catches. There he is.
I thought Lad McConkey was
How? No,
you
he's
had
playing.
a McConkey. Yeah, but you had a McConkey on that like 80s and early 90s New York Giants team.
Yeah, it's not his
Is he
son,
related
but
to
it's
him?
the same family.
Oh,
It's the
is he
same
like
family.
his uncle?
Phil McConkey. You're talking about Phil McConkey, who caught that
Mhm.
crazy
Phil McConkey.
pass in the end zone.
Mhm.
Yeah. His uncle? Oh, that's his uncle? Oh, damn.
There you go, Uncle.
Oh, wow.
Yo, 21 yards, 10 yards to McConkey. That's nuts. They said McConkey was going to go off in fantasy.
Oh, they're inside the 20. All right.
Yo,
He
let's
doesn't
go
look that
touchdown
tall.
Chargers.
All right, 107 to go. The timeout taken.
3rd and inches. Oh, they changed the clock again? They added 8 seconds?
I think, yeah, they added. It says timeout with 107 to go, yeah.
Yeah, mine says 107.
Okay, well, maybe I'm a little ahead. I don't know. But tell me if you see 115 pop up.
Let me get that. Well, you also have a portable fan next to me. Yeah, as well.
First down.
I can't sleep in heat. No matter what weather it is, I
Same.
cannot sleep in a heat.
Same.
Bro, that's crazy.
I
You
wi-
people are from the equator, YTC.
No, but just because
Oh,
I'm ethnic
boy.
doesn't mean I'm not Americanized.
Right.
Charger's gonna charge her.
Oh, no.
On my bedside, I always put it's a portable joint you charge for like a few hours, and then after that, yeah, it powers out the whole night. I stay cool without anything.
I love the heat.
Ew, no. I boil like a fish out of water.
I don't mind heat when I'm exercising because it's like really comfortable doing it like that. But the sleeping, no. I have to do like an ice cube.
Oh, I'm talking about the kind of heat where you need to, as a man, wear a skirt.
Oh Jesus. Well, I would just at that point I'm just like,
You're just gonna let it go? Gonna let it fly?
yeah, pretty
All right,
much.
first down.
I would wear I'd wear some Birkenstocks and some like tie-dye socks and nothing else.
Yeah.
Not even like a thong.
Huh?
Oh hell!
I'd have
No
to
way.
wear like a
That
thong.
thong would disintegrate in that way.
Or would you rather wear mankini now? Stop.
No,
Like
no,
Borat?
no. Yeah, but I always wanted to. If there was like a company that made like a little pillowcase covering that had like cool, like little bit of like cool water, like I don't know, sort of how they do like portable AC with the ice cubes.
Or
and shit.
I wish there was a one where you could like there's a battery charges one or something like that. You know, it would just cool up the pillow or heat it up, whatever you want. Preferably cool up the pillow.
Preferably, yeah.
Cool up the pillow afterwards, and then I'd be sleeping like within 5 minutes tops. I'm out like a
It's like every 5 minutes I flip the pillow. But I want that cool side.
No, because I sleep on my face forward, like flying down face forward, but staring to my left. That's how I sleep. my arms all spread out. That's the only way I can sleep. I can't sleep staring at the ceiling or turning to my corner or anything like that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm a face down sleeper. Face down, staring to my left.
You sleep like a baby?
I'm like a rock.
Well, like my shoulder, I think I sleep on my shoulder with my head bobbed. I let my arm just kind of like hang off the bed, either side, because I'm a side sleeper, so I gotta watch out. You can pinch a nerve sleeping like that.
Oh, dude, I'm like fetal for like the whole 8 hours.
Fetal position? Oh, damn.
Yeah, the whole 8.
Just flat like a rock. That's it. Just flat down. Face
Just,
forward.
yeah, like
turning
a cat, balled up like a cat.
Flat down.
That's good for insulation, right? Should be warmer.
But I gotta figure something out because it's not
childhood trauma or
apparently
some crazy shit.
No, but I gotta be careful.
Oh shit!
Oh wow! Go figure.
4th down. What happened? What happened?
Go figure.
Oh no!
Herbert threw a pick in the end zone.
Are you kidding me?
Herbert.
No.
Go figure. But no, for the pillow, I gotta buy one of those. I hate when the pillows slip through when I slip down. The pillows slip through the cracks. I gotta find one of those damn crack slippers, you know, the things that hold on to it. So it doesn't slip through the cracks.
Zipper. Yeah, like a little zipper.
No, they sell those foam things at Walmart or something like that. I gotta get those, like they're hard foam.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Just get one of those cheap things at Walmart. They cost about 20 a piece, and then just go put it on my side of the bed.
Sadly, I'm almost 50 years old. I don't think I've ever had a great pillow.
No, but I gotta worry about how many pillows I use because I don't want to put too much strain on my neck if I sleep face up, but then my neck is facing forward, like up tilted, and it puts strain on my neck.
I have that problem.
It puts a lot of strain on my neck, and then it starts hurting in the morning.
I should have listened. I should have listened to my mom. She was like, "If you sleep with 3 pillows, looking up or side sleeping, it's gonna screw up your neck."
Fuck up, yeah, and no wonder.
Now I've grown into adulthood, and my neck is constantly like I have to constantly like crack it, like you're cracking a nut.
Yeah, crack it. Yeah, I crack my neck constantly because of how bad it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Always listen to your mom. You guys are best.
Now I got neck problems, so I gotta go and every now and then put ice on it, just to calm down. Yeah. Put some nice ice on it and calm the swelling. All right, looks like we're going to halftime. 21-10.
One more. 0 seconds.
So 1 second
on the clock.
It says 1 second for me, so they got 1 second, but they're gonna probably take it. No, because the Broncos get the ball in the second half, so they're gonna probably need it.
Right, but you saw that whole like thing where the flag and the kick was.
Yeah.
So Chargers still technically have the ball because of the flag. But where do they spot the ball?
Hang on, I don't know. I'm confused. I am confused.
I'm confused. It means I think the coaches are confused. What the fuck?
Well, I'm gonna put it for halftime. There's only 1 second left. All right. So far, my pick's looking on point. And after this stream, I gotta go edit, and then I gotta set up the thumbnails for week 17. I think I know what games I'm gonna do for week 17. So yeah, the week after, I gotta create the thumbnails. And then after week 17, I gotta create the thumbnails for week 18, depending on flex scheduling for the final week of the season. But no, I'm not doing the playoffs because I'm doing the podcast with TRL in 2 weeks from now. Yeah, January 12th, so tune in for that. We're back with the Around the Valley podcast. No, it's the podcast we run in the off season.
I can see it. So that's why
you're new to that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, because you're new to the thing. Yes, because it's a podcast. Me, TRL, another Eagles fan called Randy, and then Michael run.
Okay.
Us 4. So yeah. us for Around the Valley podcast. And we talk all sports on the off season, so once a week, so yeah. Or whenever he can do it to your other side, so yeah.
Right. That sounds cool. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm. Mostly it's going to probably be mock drafts and baseball talk throughout the next couple of months anyways, after the season's over.
Basketball and baseball for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basketball we do score predictions for like the day stuff, whoever's playing that day. We do score predictions, and then we cover baseball. No, I retired from doing play-by-plays for baseball and NBA because I'm doing a lot of off-season stuff in my personal life. Once I'm done with football, I'm going to take more time to focus on my personal life and then just only pop in for the Around the Valley podcast and probably do only the NFL draft. That's it. That's probably the only live stream I'll do in the off season. It's probably an NFL draft. That's it. Those 3 days of drafting. I did all 3 rounds.
That guy have a leg on him.
I did all 3 days for the last 2 seasons. Last 2 seasons. Yeah, 2022, 2023. This past year, yeah, for 2 seasons in a row now. No, 3. I forgot. Yeah. Now this will be the 4th season doing all 3 days for the draft. I do all 7 rounds. Every pick counts. So yeah. At least in my eyes. Every pick counts, even including the 7th round. Oh, they gave him a field goal. All right.
Yeah. No, he kicked the shit out of that thing, man. 57 yards, and it looked like it could still go several
Dicker the kicker.
yards.
Dicker the kicker.
Dicker. A kicker named Dicker.
It sounds like a limerick.
It is. Unintentional, but
there once was a kicker named Dicker.
A kicker named Dicker made a 57-yard field goal. It was nothing.
No, 57-yard flicker. I'll stop.
Flicker, bicker.
Like paper football?
Yeah, a 57-yard flicker. There was once a kicker named Dicker who made a 57-yard flicker, and the crowd did not blicker. Now stop. I tried. I was trying to make a blink.
A for effort. A for effort.
You can get a sticker in there somewhere.
A sticker, oh wow.
Yeah, that was a huge kick. Now they're only down a touchdown.
It was right down the middle, and it looked like it had like enough oomph to go another several yards.
Past the crossbar.
Yeah, he's one of the better kickers for sure.
It's between him and that Brendan Aubrey guy for the best kicker at this, or Jake Bates, I guess. One of those 3 you can probably see.
As far as length goes, accuracy though, it might be Boswell.
Yeah. Chris Boswell, he's been consistent, for the Steelers, so that's true.
Also, Kiami Fairbairn or whatever from Houston.
Kiami Fairbairn,
very good.
Yeah, that Polynesian kicker, that guy is good too.
And we have a kicker. We have a kicker.
All right. No, but I got him in fantasy too, so I need him to do well this week. Yeah, Fairbairn. I got him this week in fantasy.
Jesus, Christian, take a break. You don't have to work out in your fucking commercials.
Well, looks like my opponent has 3 guys on questionable: Bucky Irving, Take Higgins, and David Njoku.
Yeah, questionable. Bucky's playing.
Yeah, he probably is. No, my running backs are Taylor and Hubbard, so yeah. And then I got Tyrone on my... No, I'm not starting Tyrone this week against the Falcons.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I probably would. He's questionable too. I'm not going to take the risk.
Both Hubbard and Taylor are healthy.
No, I'm starting both Reed and Moore this week. I'm putting Reed on my flex, and then Moore and Neighbors will start at wide receiver.
Nice.
No, because usually those games between Chicago and Detroit go high scoring, so there's a good chance he might be getting the ball. And he had a decent outing the last time they played against that Lions defense.
Who's your quarterback?
Josh Allen. Simple.
Oh, that's right. You told me.
Josh Allen.
Okay, I'm in the playoffs this week. I'm throwing Jaden Daniels out there, Malik Neighbors, Mike Evans, Devin A. Cham, Kyron Williams.
I also have the Niners
Bucky
defense
Irvin.
this week. By the way,
Well,
I also have the Niners defense against Miami. I think they'll get the 2.
I have Indy's defense.
Yeah.
I need the Niners defense to come through. Well, what's up?
Back to my normal self. They took away all. They took all the machines away finally. And
yeah, thank God. Thank God for that.
3 days. Tuesday, yesterday.
Damn. What, renovating? Damn.
No, my roof ripped off.
Oh, there's a damn.
Well, from the
tornado.
I learned something new, that when you have a water leak from your ceiling, you have to air it out and dehumidify it.
Yeah.
And so much water was collected from the dehumidifier in these last 3 days. So I learned something new. Again, I'm not a construction person. Now the ceiling is dry, and now next week, depending on how the how damaged it is, they gotta redo the whole ceiling, like rip it off and do it from scratch, or they're just gonna rip out the cracks and just redo it all. And then now the ceiling. They gotta basically patch everything up. Right now they're putting like a tarp on the roof. Hey, I'm learning a lot.
Oh, the black. Well, that black tarp. Okay.
They're putting a tarp. No, not a black tarp.
Black tar? Heroin?
No, tarp.
Tarp. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like in baseball when they cover up the tarp.
Yeah, the tarp. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to protect the field from rain. Yeah.
And so.
You guys got one over your house? You guys got one over your house or what?
Yep. So basically, what they did is that tomorrow, anything that needs to be patched up, they're gonna like basically mark it. But right now, they're putting a big old tarp on top of it, so in case it rains, because it's gonna rain on Saturday.
Oh damn! Good luck with that.
What's up, McManor?
What's up, McManor?
Cannot wait for them to basically resurface everything and then basically tar it at the top. Because I know that process. Because again, my buddy who has a lot of money gets his roof done every 5 years.
That's crazy, bro.
Is it one of those like flat roofs that you have to like maintain?
Yeah. No. It's not like the roofs where like it's like a triangle and you put those little square things.
Yeah.
Shingles.
Shingles, yeah. No, I got a shingle roof where I live, so yeah.
McMiner.
Are you joining the Fire Everyone bandwagon? Well, I'm watching the Fire Everyone. I've been on that for weeks ago, TOP.
Fire them all.
I've been on that bandwagon weeks. I'm ready.
I'll be back.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna leave the Jackbox game early because I gotta be up. I have a basketball game at 9:00. Luckily, it's in the city, so it's not that far from my house. Tomorrow, after work, tomorrow's a short day because the next 2 weeks is no school, and so
Christmas break, obviously.
And so basically, the school gets out at 12 noon, and then basically
early dismissal. Okay.
At 1:00. I'm practicing the third graders. Basically, my assistant coach or the coach who was supposed to do it, he basically just got turned down after 2 background checks, and he just got fed up with it. And I said, "This is not Rec and Park." I told him this is not Recreation and Park where they have the system already taken care of down in Golden Gate Park for you guys to do it. This is private, so you have to go to a police station. He doesn't want to do that for some reason. But again, it's a Richie private school, so they're very thorough when it comes to their background check. So he just got fed up with it. So now, because I love coaching sports, I'm doing it.
Let's see what's here. McNiners. Hang on, let me read this. Flat roofs blow goats. Have one at work and it leaks everywhere. used a metric ton of Flex Seal.
That's what I need to get.
I used that for a different project a few years ago.
Just some
And I was like,
WD-40.
I'm not buying ever again. I'm like, it was a waste of money.
If I have any correct simple WD-40 now.
I could just go to my neighbor's house if I need any like strong adhesive and stuff, because like again he's a contractor. Basically, this whole week his phone has been like buzzing, and he just got new clients. So basically, from now all the way to March, he's booked, and his workers are happy that they're getting work, because like he thought he was gonna have to lay off some people because it's like everything in the city.
Yeah.
He was telling me, yeah, man, he said, I'm gonna have to lay out and this tornado thing, he basically saved his worker's job.
Yeah. Blessing in the skies in that regard, for him at least.
Because he has painters. So basically, does like subcontracting.
Can you get a good night's sleep with all the stuff going on and all the tarp and all that stuff?
So basically, everything that has been done when I was working. The only thing that sucked was those fans had to be on.
Thank you, by the way, TOP. Sorry, Ben.
Funny story. Apparently, these fans are so powerful that I had to buy these weird, like, I don't know what they're called. It's not the circuit breaker, but it's like it's like a thing in your house that looks like a circuit breaker, but instead of you flip, like switches, you put like these little bulbs.
On the wall panel? Is it like something in the wall?
Yeah, something like that.
The wall breakers, yeah.
I had to get a bunch of those from actually what my buddy hooked me up with. Again, he's a contractor. I don't know where he gets his stuff, but again, he gets really good stuff in those warehouses.
No, I got a wall breaker where I'm at. That's where I live. Yeah, it's a wall breaker.
That's about it. Last night, Kenny and Levi were still talking. I came back because my food was taking longer to cook, and they were talking about bullies and all that stuff. I hated people, that were getting picked on. So like, I don't know if you read my comment, Kenny, but I hated when people mess with me, and so I would fight them. Or if people were messing with my friends.
Get on, kid. You're not wrong. Get on, kid.
Yeah.
Get on, kid. As a 25-year-old adult man, Christmas is for children and women these days.
Yeah, that is 100% true. People can disagree with holidays. Holidays are basically for like parents and their kids. So when there's no work, you stay home, kids don't go to school, things like that.
I just look at it as another day to save on money.
If you're an average Joe or an average Bill or whatever the term is, it doesn't really matter for you, because a day off is a day off. So I don't celebrate holidays. I don't celebrate my birthdays. I really don't. People look at me, they're like, what the hell? I don't. You want to know what? I'm 35 years old. I've been on this planet for 35 years of my life. Okay? I'm not going to be here forever. So why do you celebrate a birthday?
Why would you celebrate the day that you get older and die another year closer to your death?
Thank you. You did it perfectly. And so I live every day. And a good example, I know like this is so cliche, but Corey Davis, he lived, I think, 54 years on this planet. You never know when your time is going to be up, and you live every day like it's your last.
Yeah, you should.
Both
of my parents passed away before they were 60, so I would do what you got to do when you can do it, while you can do it.
I don't like
that's why enjoy some stuff in your life. Go on a vacation.
Yeah, don't just work all the time.
What do you think? Why do you think I retired from play-by-plays in the off season?
So what was I gonna say? For those who follow me on Instagram, there's a picture of Corey Davis, his plaque, his memorist plaque, and that's a little testament. Like that's when he was born, and then his last day on Earth.
I still got it. I still got the paper with Corey. And yeah, like you said, spend more time.
Yeah.
Because there's things in New York I want to go visit that I've never seen in my lifetime when I was a kid. I never got the chance to see. I want to go see it as an adult now. Whatever the city has to offer for me now.
Michael brings up, and I think you said the guy called S or whatever.
Yeah, that Giants fan, yeah.
He passed away.
Sentinel knows him. Sentinel knows him, yeah.
He passed
Yeah,
away.
Pest. Yeah.
PTA
He was
Sports.
born in
Yeah.
'84. He would have been 40 this year.
He also served the military too. He was also a veteran. So yeah.
But see, I didn't really know the dude, but like the way Michael talked about him, you know,
Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good
He's
guy.
a good, yeah.
yeah,
He
like
told you, good guy.
the way Michael talked about him. All that I know is that this is what he said. I think there's a video on his channel where he talked about him, where he says, "We all trash talk. That's how we all like. Basically, we all met all these people.
Yeah, 21 after Bane, that one stream, it was funny as hell.
He would hop on Michael's channel. I know Michael always talk about him and that Packers fan, but the dude was very knowledgeable. He knew stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, the Packers fan, unknown, the Packers fan,
guy called Bane. I don't know. ITC.
Oh, never mind.
For you.
Well, all I know is like the first time he interacted with me, we got into an argument, talking shit. Then after we were talking shit, he came on and he basically like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I came at you." when you don't know anyone, and then like he was like talking crap, you know, they're gonna talk crap at you. That's how I met a lot of my friends.
Yeah, me too.
I'll never forget, and that's why I have a soft spot for Samoan people. When I was a freshman, there was this kid who, for whatever the reason, we would always take the same bus together to go back home. And one day, he noticed me talking to one of his classmates, and I said, "Yeah, he's one of my classmates." And then he's just talking crap to me. I'm talking crap to him. He's talking shit to me, and then it gets personal. And we're about to throw down, and then our buddy shows, "Hey, no, guys, calm down. And then we're like, "Yeah, why the hell did I want to kick your ass?" And then after that, we became really good friends.
Why are you fighting?
Oh man, that was really good.
Yeah, same here. I like to meet another ram in the field and buck head with them, and then be like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Oh,
Well, because you're probably alike.
I'm just glad these fans are around.
Dark horse.
Nope. I went on my roof today with the contractor, examining all the stuff, and he said the good news is that for his workers, because most roofs that he does are like triangles, we have a flat roof.
Get on, kid. I'm just reading his comment. Christmas with gringos is boring.
Yeah, we have los tres reyes, which is the three kings in our house.
Hey, yeah, Three Kings Day, and also, yeah, get on, kid. When you're in a Hispanic household, you celebrate that shit at midnight. We celebrate that at midnight.
You married to a Swedish woman?
Wait, who?
That wouldn't. I mean, if someone's Spanish and they're attracted to Swedish women, it's not a surprise because a lot of Swedish people, they were called the Subi. They settled in northern Spain forever.
No, but then again, half of the Europeans mixed with the Taino and Aztec people.
Hell yeah. I mean, basically, in Spain,
Mexico.
Spain was like the place was like it was like Constantinople on this side. Like there was Constantinople on Asian side, but like on the European side, Spain is where like Muslims,
yeah, definitely the Muslims, especially the Punics. I think that's the Phoenicians.
Phoenicians. Oh my, yeah, from northern
People
Africa.
from the North African, Carthaginians.
Phoenicians.
People from
Yeah, Carthage.
Hold on, Phoenicians are never around Africa. They're one of the most weirdest people because no one knows where they're actually from. But the oldest.
They settled in northern Spain when Rome.
Yeah, hold on. So basically, like the origins of the Phoenicians is unknown, but the earliest accounts is that they were probably in the coast right there of where supposedly the Israel is supposed to be. That's basically the oldest account.
Well, Middle Eastern.
The other side of Africa.
Again, at the end of the day, like all this stuff is basically what's been written down.
Just remember, all this shit used to be touching, so it's all the same thing.
Yeah, because a lot of history is undocumented. Only like I think 1% of history is documented. Yeah,
Madagascar is down by Africa. Madagascar is a.
You still have a lot of uncharted
India.
waters of history lost through time. So yeah.
Like I got that argument with RJ that when he was talking about stupid shit, he really pissed the hell out of me. But the point is that history has been written and documented and everything's already there. History is told by the winners. But you have also the history of the losers, like the history that's not in the textbooks, and then you have neutral history of what actually really happened. And so history has been told again, and again. It's just that how you want to interpret it. Okay? You want to interpret it. Okay. Now, history would have been different if the different types of cave people that would have survived that died off. You never know.
Yeah, and the cave people that had the most resources were the earlier people in power. So yeah, whoever had the most resources.
I'm talking about humans, modern humans, and the other humans that died off. The ones that had bigger brains and more like, why did they die off? You never know.
You're talking about Neanderthals, and they died off because we killed them off.
Yeah, Homo sapiens were like.
Yeah, Homo sapiens killed
the Neanderthals.
Neanderthals, like different tribes of different humans. Yeah.
Neanderthals were very peaceful people who got along, and they lived in different tribes. But Homo sapiens, when they evolved to Homo sapiens, those motherfuckers were mean and greedy.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
And
yes,
at the same time, those Homo sapiens were making sexy with Neanderthal women. So we all have Neanderthal
intermingling. Yeah, there's always a course of history of intermingling. So
yeah. In fact, that's why I was kidding, but I insulted Levi's you guys were there, his great grandmother. As a goof, of course.
Oh, TOP continues to remind me how old I am.
Oh, damn. What is it now? Traveling man through space and time.
Yo, there's a place in California, in Glendale, California. There are mad Armenians in Glendale, California, and there's a restaurant there called Phoenicians.
Phoenicians?
And they got like a
Armenians?
golden griffin outside and shit.
Oh my gosh. Look at what TOP said.
Yeah. I agree.
The first
I probably still think Homo sapiens were a different type of. Oh, wow, LGTV.
There's more letters, I think.
When you said LGTV, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, but yeah, that's how.
Then again, that's how Michael would say it.
Yeah,
that's LGTV. Instead of the actual pronunciation.
I will always have respect for TOP because his jokes are so good that you can not just laugh at them, but it's also really like intelligent.
Our Broncos got a field goal. Anyways,
I remember when Michael tried to roast TOP for some reason. It was like TRL stream a few years ago.
Yeah, it was a Bulls.
And Michael thought, "Oh yeah, I'm killing you, TOP. I'll kick you your butt." I said, "No, you're not. You're losing."
I think it's.
There's another guy who always gets his ass owned, but he thinks he's winning. His name's Real Shit 412. The fake Pittsburgh Steelers fan kind of looks a little like Spongy at 35.
Spongy at 35 will probably be like an insurance salesman or something. Like with 3 kids, living in like Downington, PA.
Hey, I told Spongy this. Depending on
or we'll be living in Camden. I'll stop.
Depending on what direction he takes in life, and again, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
He's either gonna be like highly super successful. He's either gonna be like just like most people, like just living life, at a normal potential level, or he'll be a dog, or he'll get a boring ass job that will pay the bills and just go through life. Because there's
the working man.
He's probably gonna be like a modern day hippie.
When you're at the bottom of society, if you're not at the richy top, there's always 3 paths. You have to overachieve and do something you don't want, but you're making really good money. You're gonna probably be like a person that works like like many part-time jobs throughout life, and has to go through the motions, or you'll find something and you just keep it for like 40 years, depending on when the retirement age will be for his age.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I went to my friend in college. He went to college. We went to college. We graduated college together. But he sold drugs all through college. And when he got out of college, that's what he did. He sold drugs. And then not long after that, they legalized it. So he bought his own shop, and then he does a delivery service. So like my man was always like meant to do
Look at Harbaugh's resume. Everywhere he's gone, he wins.
Yeah, he's had some injuries too.
It's just unfortunate when he was with us, we didn't get. But we got to the Super Bowl after like a long time, but we didn't win it.
I think that was more Mike Singletary's team, that Harbaugh just kind of came in and moved pieces around and made it click, to be honest. I disagreed with, someone on the Niners Corey Davis Wednesday show when I said there are coaches who are good talent evaluators but can never put anything together. Yeah. Mike Singletary, for whatever the reason, we thought he was the guy because of that old school mentality, the way, but it just didn't work out. And then Harbaugh came in there with all those pieces again, because I remember people wanted Smith gone, we wanted Peyton Manning, we want a legitimate quarterback. We were tired. And Harbaugh was like, we're gonna keep this dude who was 19 and 31 with 56 career touchdowns and 57 interceptions. And then for, I think, like 26 games, he had a 70-something win percentage, Alex Smith. Not by doing anything glamorous, not by
just not turning the ball over.
He's just a good coach. And I do think that give Harbaugh more time, the Chargers are going to get better. Remember, this is just his first year.
The Chargers need weapons. That's all they really need, and a defensive turnaround.
But they have Justin Herbert. He's just, he gets paid the big bucks to be, put the team on his back, right?
I know, but
when I say that, I'm kind of talking about all the Brock Purdy discourse.
He's doing this in spite of any realistic number one target. Look, Conkey doesn't look like a number one. He's the only option. There's a difference between a number one and being an only option. He's an only option. He's not going to elevate the receivers around him.
Mike Williams then.
No, he was injury prone too much. Same with Keenan Allen. That's why they got rid of both of them.
Herbert's a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. The stuff that he has, he's going to be in the NFL for a very long time.
The thing what's good about Herbert is he gets better as the season goes along.
The problem that Herbert has is I just think the Chargers are cursed.
They are.
Whatever the reason.
They are.
Yeah, they're just cursed. They were good in
the 2000s.
They are a better version of the New York team, the Jets. Jets are just awful. They're like the California team.
They're more cursed.
Yeah, so the Jets are like super cursed because they always lose. The Chargers are decent enough,
especially with quarterbacks,
to be invested in the team. But when it comes to playoffs, they just know, hey, our Super Bowl is like having a good winning record, and we're good with that.
In 2006, Marty Schottenheimer almost got that to the Super Bowl.
Yo, Kenny, did you see the report about what the Jets owner apparently said about the Jerry Jeudy trade?
No, what happened?
That apparently he didn't want to trade for Jerry Jeudy because he thought his Madden rating was low. He based it off a Madden rating, apparently.
That's crazy.
That's an owner basing it off a Madden rating.
That's just it. Like that's the owner.
The Jets owner.
The owner is just a really rich guy.
Go look at Google it right now. Go Google Woody Johnson Jets right now. That's what recently came out. All the reports are saying.
I don't have to Google it. I take your word for it.
Yeah.
And
it's believable.
Just
nerds. Well, they appreciate it, but still, that's crazy.
I love Jerry Jeudy.
But still, the basic owner basing off Madden ratings is wild.
Yeah.
I think the ecosystem of society was healthier when you had your apex predators in it. Now we've domesticated the apex predators, and everybody is kind of like this one blob of kind of just Daniel Caruso's.
What is this?
2nd and 10.
Like you can't kill off
Mhm.
all the great white sharks in the ocean. You're going to screw up the ecosystem.
Hmm.
I think that's what
You kill off
some
one. You
bullies
kill.
provided.
Yeah. You kill off one eco. Yeah, you kill one part of the food chain. You kill the
So
entire
without
ecosystem. Yeah.
So without the bullies, making you have to fight back and develop your resilience, you talk it out with like other, teachers or whatever, and kids begin
It's like
to fight.
it's like if
Boys
it's like
can't
if
be
the
boys
plants
anymore.
disappear.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's like if like you get rid of the sun, you get rid of the plants, and anything that eats the plants that gets eaten by the carnivores dies along
Right.
with it in a
Exactly.
domino effect.
Domino effect. Now I was bullied.
Whoa.
So me saying this is me kind of recognizing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got a little
Oh, Herbert
soft.
got sacked.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you used to get
we
used to get your dick fucking kicked in the dirt, and fucking you'd get knocked out once in a while, and then that shit all stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't call the police when two kids got into a fight, at 7 years old or something like that.
At this
I
point,
remember
it's
fights
all
going
about
on
playing.
since way back.
It's about playing the long game. That's how I've realized it in my life. It's playing the long game.
Yeah. I see all this shit coming. I just want to get to a point where I can.
No, because that's what I've been doing all my life. I've been playing the long game for some reason. Yeah.
Sentinel's tripping. We need to put. Oh, of course. I'm talking about like when I say apex predators. I'm talking about like in an ecosystem. For example, an apex predator and like
a
Africa.
food chain.
Yeah,
like the lion, like a lion, or a leopard. Yeah.
Lion and leopard. Those are the top. Those are apex predators. But you're correct. A predator like EDP should be behind bars or castrated.
What's the balance? Yeah.
You put them in the choke.
Yeah, but once you kill off the plants that the herbivores eat from, you get rid of the prey that the lions prey on.
What you do with predators is you put them in jail, and then they
not because most of the prey they eat they're like herbivores. They just eat plants and stuff. Like the majority of or eat grass.
Oh, it's predators. Like Diddy.
And when they die out, you kill off all the predators for them to hunt, and then eventually they start trying. And then eventually they might cannibalize themselves, and then eventually there's less numbers. No, because that's what when a new line takes over, they kill all the competition, the cubs from that are not his.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, God, that's brutal, but
yeah, that's the circle. That's the real circle
of light. Circle of light. Yeah, I'm not. He's like, I'm not taking care of your damn children. Yeah,
he's only his kids are gonna survive. He kills other offspring that's not his.
Because those lions may be a threat to him later.
So, interesting fact about lions.
Mm-hmm.
Say
they're worthless.
No. Basically, say like the main lion has like two offsprings, two offsprings. They are basically told, get the fuck out of here and go somewhere else. And then there's two lions.
Go search your own pride.
No, hold on. These two lions basically have to survive, and then they find their own pride that has no male heirs. And so eventually, when that happens, then the other one separates them. So it's a sad life as a lion cub, which a lot of people don't ever talk about. But it's just sad that like if there's like two male heirs, hypothetical, or say like multiple male heirs, hypothetically, they can't be the next heir because lion king, like the kings of like the lion that is like the main king, you cannot have you can't have competition. So it's either like you fight, kill each other, take over the pride, or do what animals do. And even lions have compassion. They say, you know what, I'm not killing my dad. My dad doesn't want to kill me. Bye-bye. So,
that's why I like wolves. They're not weird.
I like the honey badger.
Yeah, they're social. I like. Yeah, honey badgers are badasses.
Honey badger doesn't give a fuck.
Also,
what I like about
I also
wolves
like
is
snow
they're
leopards.
more
Also, I do
family-like.
like snow leopards a little bit. But yeah,
Wolves are very compassionate, actually.
Facts.
yeah, wolves are.
Yep.
Nurturing.
Yeah. So I found a YouTube video of a guy who basically recorded a wolf pack, and what he noticed was the older wolves are at the front,
Well, elders, yeah.
Yeah.
but
The
they're also at the back, and there's a specific reason. They are supposed to die in case there's like something very serious.
A threat, yeah.
The female wolves and the children are able to survive. They're in the middle, but way at the back behind the old wolves is like the main wolf, who basically that job is to basically keep an eye on the surroundings. So basically it's like a spotter,
Like a rover.
and so basically a lot of people started to notice this pattern, and wolves are very compassionate. That's why we were able to domesticate dogs, because they're just like us, which is so weird. Maybe in the way evolution and all the weird stuff about these animals. Maybe dogs are supposed to be meant for us to for them to protect us, and that's why we rule the world, not any other species. We have to give respects to the wolves for giving us that
Yeah,
hunting.
absolutely. And horses too,
Horses too,
And,
as well.
and dolphins. They're as a mammal, they're very, very intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dolphins are, even though they're assholes. They're more scarier than apparently great whites. Apparently,
No, they really
yeah, because they injure more than the great whites do. The dolphins.
bad. BS.
Basically, sharks are afraid of
Controlling.
dolphins, and of course, every animal is afraid of the orca.
Yeah.
Yeah, orcas. Oh no, they're savage. Even snow leopards are.
I
afraid of that.
love orcas. Man.
Orca's the
That's
first
the
Jaws.
That's the only competition a snow leopard has, and they bully penguins. They get bullied around by orcas.
Yeah.
I love orcas, man.
No, leopard seals. No, leopard seals. Yeah, there you go. Wrong guy. Yeah, animal.
Yeah.
Leopard seals. Those
Reason
things that
being is
bully
they
penguins.
really-
Yeah.
they rarely attack humans in the wild. It's really they attack like the trainers at SeaWorld to try to get them to do stupid tricks. To be honest.
Or try and hump them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the whales,
great-
one of the first whales they tried to bring into like a SeaWorld thing and like try and get it to like do the shows and stuff, it like fell in love with the woman and went crazy or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about one dying. They constantly kept hitting its head.
Dude, that's weird shit. That's crazy. That's like
Yeah, because they're not
horrible.
meant to be. Because those animals aren't meant to be confined to one space.
Right. You would have to have like a family constantly having,
You can't fit them into
maybe-
one giant tank.
No, they'd have to
Well,
build an
orcas, they're
enormous
massive.
man-made like lake.
Yeah, because they're
Well,
massive. Orcas, yeah.
Well, how? Okay. Well, let me finish my point, and then you can follow
Mhm.
up. Well, the only way to ensure that you don't have to keep bringing in like a new orca from the ocean to reproduce is to, have, well, not like an incest family, but I guess it kind of would be, but like use the group of orcas that you have at your SeaWorld and then reproduce those because those are more docile and easier to train because the
Yeah.
previous generation was more docile and easier to train.
I guess they just don't want them to be completely like useless in the wild, I suppose.
Mm.
It's got to be
Mhm.
frightening. The ocean is freaking scary. It's
Also, another
scarier
cool
than
animal I
space.
met. Also, another cool animal that I saw was cool was a mix between an otter and a fucking puma. No, fucking jaguarundis.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Oh, orcas are
they
dead
changed in any color. Yeah,
They
jaguarundis. It's like a mix.
I think they went after this like moose in
Shut up! No,
somewhere
he
in
didn't. Did he
Vancouver.
really? Carcast? Did he really do that? Sorry, Senzo.
Mhm.
Did you read that?
Brock Purdy gifted the entire
Brock Purdy
island.
gifted his O-line.
Didn't Jimmy give
I
everyone a
think
golf
he-
bag?
I think he did actually. That sounds like
Jimmy
something
surprised they
Garoppolo
didn't
Party
gifted
would
everyone
do.
like a golf bag or something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't gift them. I'm surprised he didn't gift them medical bills for almost nearly killing him
Yo,
and
I
McCaffrey.
would
Now
believe
stop.
that shit though.
I'm playing.
The Knicks are playing the Timberwolves.
Oh, we're playing that game right now.
Yo, Klay Thompson.
Or is he watching the
good.
G League? Right now they're about to punt. They went 3-0.
Not bad.
That was the end of the third.
Good for you, Chargers.
No, but
Their
Google up a
defense are
Jagger
banged up,
Rundy. It looks like just Google up a Jagger Rundy. It looks like a mix between an otter and a puma. Yeah, it's built like an otter. Those things.
I still don't go in the ocean because of Jaws.
I would never go in the ocean. I can't see
No, I
shit
don't
in there.
Actually, I don't go in the ocean because of piranha. I'll stop. Even though they
No,
wouldn't
honestly,
pop in our
I
climate.
just can't. If I can't see, bro, I'm not gonna go in there. Are you crazy?
Mm-hmm. I did. Well, I know how to swim, but as I got older, you just sort of realize, shit, you know, people start to die around you. You kind of realize your mortality a little bit, and it's like, I don't want to go out getting eaten by a shark.
Oh, anything.
I'd rather go out. I'd rather go out in an airplane crash or car accident. But getting eaten by a goddamn shark, fuck that. No way.
Or drowning
way.
in the middle of nowhere. That's more.
I would rather drown in the middle of nowhere than get eaten by a shark.
So I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but so many people say this that for whatever the reason, when a shark bites you, it's for a few reasons. One, they're curious because they say this is a weird animal. Like, well, what the hell is this? This is not.
How does this taste?
And so usually when they bite you, it's more like I want to taste what this is.
And it's blood, and then they go for.
And then
it doesn't matter. Their teeth are serrated.
Yeah.
Those teeth can go through you easier than scalpels.
So for whatever the reason, like they spit you out. Like they do not like the taste of humans because there has never been a case documented as long as they've been documenting, shark attacks. And since they've been documenting shark attacks going back to like almost 100 years, there's basically only been 45 fatalities around the world, and usually the fatalities happen in the hospital, not in the ocean. And most people who are bitten by sharks are just left with like for the rest of their lives with the giant indentations of
teeth marks. Yes.
So there've been a lot of people who have actually lived a long time with shark bites, and of course now and then the shark will like jump, like they would like rip, and so people are missing limbs.
Tiger sharks do that. They shake their heads and.
I can't believe. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat a human. It probably tastes like shit.
So, that's about it.
I know they use their jaws out of curiosity. I also know that great white sharks, if they think you're a seal because you're on a surfboard and you're kind of paddling out, straight up,
boom,
they go straight up at like 25 miles an hour to breach.
They'll
they
break
think you're
your
a
neck
seal.
and back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There are much other factors than just the little bit of mouth. Bull sharks are the worst because they can go into fresh water too and be just as aggressive. And that's why Michael, tell him not to hang his feet off the dock into the water. You never know.
So you wanna know the dumbest thing Michael said about a year ago? So apparently, he lives in Florida. Hurricanes happen, and for whatever the reason, he said, "Yo, when the water was, where like the street is, there was a shark swimming in it." And I'm like, really, are you that dumb? And again, I don't like calling people dumb unless I have a reason for it. Sharks are in water. what sharks are in the air, and so I had to call him out with his BS.
Air sharks.
The street he lived on was so flooded that a shark could actually swim in it.
Yeah, so basically the water level was like really high enough.
Surprised you can wrestle a manatee.
So
in Florida.
That he said he saw, or that it was reported.
I don't know if he saw it or reported, but he said there was a shark, and so
it was probably an
possible.
alligator.
The point of the matter is
probably he wrestled a manatee.
The point of the matter is that, of course, any type of thing that lives in any type of water, freshwater, they're freshwater fish, yada yada. They're freshwater sharks. A lot of people don't know that, but there's certain animals that live in water. Michael,
he thought sharks didn't live in water.
He was very confused why he saw like a shark in water.
Oh my god!
No, he said he saw a shark in water because it was flooded because of a hurricane. That's the gist of the premise he gave us. He said something stupid. The stupid thing he said was he saw a shark in water on a street, right? Okay, that's entirely possible, even if he's bullshitting, because bull sharks can go into fresh water just as easily as they can go into salt water. Their bodies, their gills, for some reason, they can do that. No other shark can do that.
What, they can't filter out the salt and then it hurts them?
Right, but with bull sharks, they can. I don't know how, but they can do both. They can do both. Like you know, swim up like rivers, like because bull sharks were the suspected species of that like 1914 like massive shark attack off of like New Jersey, or like it was the guy who wrote Jaws based his like premise on this attack that was, you know,
I think it was Long Island, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, but yeah, bull sharks, and they're the most aggressive. They have like 400% more testosterone than any other shark. Very aggressive.
The thing about Jaws is that it was the baby. It wasn't even the mama.
I think that was retconned in the sequels to make the sequels a little more, you know, high stakes. Because once you finish Jaws, I mean, where else is there to go?
Yeah, you know, that's all for money, sequel stuff. Yeah, but the original Jaws, when I was in film school, we talked about how that was one of the best, well-written movies ever.
It is. It's simple. And talk about 3 different personalities on one boat. That's great. The U.S. Indianapolis monologue by Robert Shaw. Yeah. That was fantastic. Yeah,
he's got one of the greatest scene entrances in a movie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
With the chalkboard. It's like everybody tries to copy that scene.
Right. They did it in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. I'll catch this shark for you, but it ain't going to be easy.
There's all this great stuff in that movie to discuss about in film history. It's just one of the best movies.
Hooper Starboard, ain't you watching?
And you know, you got the scientist with Dreyfus on there who's scared shitless, but he's there for science, so he's good.
Yeah, you got the working class, you know, tough guy in Shaw. You've got the nerdy scientist in Dreyfus, and then you've got, you know, Brody who's just trying to protect the damn town.
Right, exact. You got the exact word that we use in film. It's the protector.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, have you ever thought of talking to Terradome about movies? Because he does a thing called quintessentials classics.
Yeah,
and
I've seen it.
You'll be a really good guest talking movies because he's very in depth of movies.
Yeah, I've gone in there sometimes and in the chat, and I'm like, so it's hard to keep up.
Oh yeah, like they're talking and then they go off for like 30 minutes. It's like they just go a rabbit hole and then they go back. Oh, what we were talking about.
Yeah, and then they go back to the chat that was like an hour and a half ago, but at least they read it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there at least 2 or 3 times with them talking about old movies. Well, yeah, I mean, when I grew up, there wasn't. I mean, movies was everything. Like every weekend, we went to the movies. Every single weekend. And in the
You were
same
so
week,
lucky.
movies would debut. Like these are like 3 of the movies I remember watching in like not just the same year, but I think in like the same month or 2. It was like Jurassic Park, Home Alone, Ghost, Big. It was like, dude, the movies were nonstop and they were all fantastic. And now I can't find 1 or 2 good movies a year.
I know.
Dude, 1987, you had RoboCop, Predator, Lethal Weapon 2, practically within weeks of each other.
Another level of movies.
I know, like in the famous San Francisco Mission District. I don't know if the theater is still open, but it was located in a street called 22nd and Mission. I think they make some condos or whatever over there, but that's a different conversation.
I'm back. Had to go take out the trash.
Every month. Like one thing about people who are like my parents' age, who are like Latin, they love like movies, American movies of the 40s, 50s, 60s. Yeah. And so in the 90s, once a month, they would do like triple features of, movies of, the eras, things like that. And even like non-big movies of the era. They love that. And even though a lot of people, English was not their native land, they learned how to speak English. Latin people learn how to speak English by watching John Wayne movies and
Western movies from the 40s.
They learn how to learn their English. When you talk to an older Hispanic person, they will tell you, "Oh, John Wayne taught me how to speak English." John Wayne.
Bring up John Wayne.
You're talking about John Wayne.
Those actors of those days taught them.
They are, yeah.
Because,
Western movies, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of foreigners who come from other places like that don't speak English learn how to speak English by watching old classic like golden damn it, having a little moment, Hollywood, the golden era. That's how they learned how to speak English.
Yeah.
James Bond, 007. So
my family came here in the 60s and they learned, how? Watching Met games.
No, they learned in the 2000s. My parents, they were broken Spanish and Italian. My parents, they spoke little English.
I know that's one thing that's never going to change. Well, the younger generation, they're more into like whatever stupid shit is on television. But the older generation appreciates classic and old school movies.
Yeah, people also used to go to church.
Also,
I still go to church.
Also, a lot of people.
But there's like 10% now.
What was I going to say?
I went to church growing up as a kid.
Also,
me too.
My mother's a Roman Catholic, so yeah.
Also, a lot of, and I don't know if this is true, so correct me if I'm wrong, White DC. A lot of Latin people in the East Coast are big into like rock and metal and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's my dad's side, my mom and dad.
Yeah. The funny thing about my high school is that the Latin kids love metal and rock growing up.
Hell yeah. What's up, rockers?
My dad loved my dad was a big fan of Metallica and Pantera. Those were their 2 favorite bands. He liked. Yeah, Pantera and Metallica, and then Slipknot down the line too when they were big in the 90s.
Funny, my dad liked Prince.
And my dad was literally the age I am right now. Yeah, I'm 2 years close to his age when he conceived me. At 27, so yeah, I'm following in his footsteps.
I don't. There's a I don't know what they're called. They're very known in the Mission District, like a metal band that is just based off here, and a lot of them, growing up, were big metal people. So they're like just like small indies, tiny, and so that culture, that subculture. So when you ever talk to Latin people, like, of course, there are a lot of Latin people who love rap and hip hop. but the majority. For whatever reason, I don't know why it didn't happen to me. Maybe because I grew up where I grew up, but they love their metal stuff. Like one of my friends is like still listens to like metal stuff of like back in the day. When I mean back in the day, not like the 2000s, but
current, modern, yeah.
No, he does. He's saying he doesn't. He's saying his friend is so into metal that he listens to like stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, the original stuff like Black Sabbath and yeah.
And that's the thing about metalheads. Like, I'm a metalhead.
No, I'm a metalhead. I can listen to multiple genres.
When you're a metalhead, it's like being married to music, a form of music that never ever lets you down.
That's exclusive and will never cheat on you because it won't be big enough, to all these mainstream, mindless yuppies in this art thing.
Right. And no matter how old she gets, you're still going to love her because it doesn't matter what she looks like.
It doesn't matter how popular she is with the, common folk. Yeah.
As long as she does her kegels, I'm good.
I wonder what the vocalist version of that would be. Vocal exercises.
No, but it ain't just like fine wine. That's what it is. Quality over quantity.
It really does. Yeah. I really like some of the remasters that are coming out with. Like the
AI upscaling. Now with AI technology, you can do upscaling and remastering, certain classics.
Damn, with AI? Damn.
Yeah, they do AI, and they also do AI vocals. Like, they have Chester Bennington singing some random cover of Who Would Stink the Reason or fucking Chevelle the Red or some shit like that.
The Reason.
As somebody who's an artist...
Slapped. I heard it. It slapped.
Well, not professionally, but I find that disgusting. As just somebody who's...
That guy's
I understand. No, I can understand. No, I can understand why it is distasteful because, especially when the person's dead, like Chester or Kurt or something like that. Yeah, it's very disrespectful.
Imagine somebody oh my God. If somebody did that with, like...
they had a Kurt Cobain cover with a bunch of Seether songs I knew. No, it was disrespectful. It was still good, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's only one Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, there is.
You can't be covering Kurt Cobain. I mean, get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Kurt Cobain sounds like every other screeching teenager, so it's not that,
That and also, he had a bunch of other disciples and like Puddle of Mutter Seether to a degree. So yeah.
I mean, Dave Grohl is probably more talented than Kurt Cobain.
I would agree with that.
I could agree to that extent.
I wish he
Everlong.
I wish he wasn't the face of like rock and roll to the mainstream.
Dave Grohl kept
but he did kind of sell it a style, and later down the line, he did kind of sell it a style.
Like Chris Cornell and Dave Grohl are like two of the people who kept rock alive when it was gone.
Yeah, and I guess Red Hot Chili Peppers to a degree, but then they faded out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In that regard.
Yeah.
When like they went to grunge and alternative.
Yeah, they switched from grunge. No, the earlier albums of Foo Fighters were better. Like,
I wasn't mentioning I wasn't going to mention the Foo Fighters specifically. I was just saying when the record industry.
Oh,
flipped,
definitely Green Day then.
When Nevermind came out and started signing all of the Seattle bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains.
Yeah, that was the metal went bye-bye in the United States at least. It wasn't covered anymore. It was yesterday's music, and it was
and then everything took over with MTV and pop and hip hop.
I love that.
Right.
And basically, the new metal movement was born from the resentment of family friendly music. That's mainstream. That was the resentment.
Yeah, basically, it was a way to get the rock back into music. It was a way to get rock back into music. It's like hip hop and rock and kind of cross bridges because it's both like angry music at times.
Yeah,
those hair metal bands got left behind when like rap came out. Hair metal kind of got like removed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, grunge killed hair metal too. Also, when grunge came out as well.
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie with Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg, whatever his name is, called Rockstar. I'm sure that
I have.
And apparently, all the like alternative grungy bands that came out, they came from like the failed like
Hair
that
metal.
hairband era that like died off in the late '80s, and that's where
And
the people came from. They were
rock
like
that died.
depressed, and yeah, they
There's
were
a
like
lot of-
depressed and shit.
Rewatch that. There's a lot of cameos in there that you won't
Oh,
And what's
hell
crazy,
notice
no,
unless you're
Pantera started.
paying attention.
Pantera started as a hair metal band before they went metal, and then they got
That-
more
I always try to tell people this,
hair metal.
and they never believe me. They were more of the look was glam, so they were labeled glam. But if you listen to like some of the music, it was Van Halen worship. It was all like Van Halen worship.
Mm-hmm.
And so, listen to power metal. The first one they did with Phil, just before Cowboys from Hell was released 2 years later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, like mix of the two eras. Like it was like a demo of what you were about to see with, Vulgar display of power and stuff like that. I love that stuff.
Dude, I was like 9, 10 years old, and I loved like Skid Row. You know what I mean? Like rap.
And then that was most of the stuff my
Poison,
father
Motley
grew up
Crue.
to as a teenager. So yeah, during that era, along with my mom. So yeah.
That shit was wild, and people were like listening to rap, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys are fucking weak."
No, because he graduated in the late
shit
80s.
Right here.
My dad graduated around the late 80s, so I can, you told me a lot.
Yeah, so like I
Denim,
never got bullied,
early
but a
90s.
lot of times when you dress up like a hairband metal like fan, people are gonna make fun of you. Bro.
Yeah, they're gonna assume you're swinging the other side of the fence, which is irony in itself. You know the irony of that is that the people
Yeah.
who were dressing like that weren't even swinging that way, and people that did swing that way were just regular looking dudes. You would see it
Yeah.
for local
Right.
post office or
Bro,
local
guys
cashier.
that were macking mad women, man.
They were just closeted about it. Yeah, more
Yeah.
closeted.
Yeah, but not only
That's
that, dude.
what's
I don't
so
know if you
bizarre.
realize, women
Yeah.
love that look. Women loved that look.
They love the
Yep.
flamboyant,
The long hair, the
crazy
leather.
the
outfit.
flamboyancy.
Puffy hair and like wristbands.
Yeah, the
and
flamboyancy.
all this
Mhm.
shit, fucking details of like
I know.
the outfit and the eyeline.
There was a
That's
joke.
awesome.
There was a
I
joke.
love that era.
There's a joke that me and my friends, made when we were in high school when we were talking about all these rock and roll groups and their outfits. And we're like, it's kind of weird that these dudes who are straight dress up so flamboyant that now today, young people are like, oh, these people are weird. Like they associate that, dumping. That's why I give Michael a hard time. Cares like if you paint your nails, it's dumb. But I always say this, going back to my high school days, like, hey, they're getting those ladies. They're getting
Yeah.
No lying, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, we have a damn game. This is a damn good game.
Back and forth,
They really choked the 24-13.
I think the Chargers, I don't know, like, again, just like McNider, I'm not going to say it because the last time it was a Thursday night game, team was winning and they choked it at the end.
Took the
Hey, yeah, I mean the Chargers are surprising me. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't get overly confident.
I know.
Oh, Knicks, I don't
I
know.
learned. Was it a couple of weeks ago where the Packers and the Lions were playing, and the Lions came, and I think they went over.
Yeah.
In the
They won. And they won
Well,
34-31. Yeah, that's fine.
Here's the difference.
Same thing happened with the
Falcons.
Same thing that happened with the Falcons and Bucks.
The ball.
But yeah, weeks ago. No, months ago, yeah, the Falcons and Bucks game. When I thought the Bucks were going to win, but the Falcons came back. That game on Thursday night, I did. They also went to overtime, ironically, so yeah.
The Chargers are
Those are
basically the
20
AFC Falcons with less Super Bowl appearances.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Jets are more prestigious.
Only because of the
Broadway
market
Joe.
they play for. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's only because they're the New York Jets.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause they
Broadway
play in the
Joe
market.
and Super Bowl III and the guarantee and
But half of the
Oh.
fans weren't even alive for unless you ask someone's
That's how
grandfather.
you build. That's how you build a fan base.
Like
The moon
I said-
landing rings.
I said it earlier. Like in California, you have you had 4 teams at one point. Now the Raiders went to Las Vegas, but
Mhm.
if California, like say there was a city called California, like in like New York, the Chargers are basically that team that is like the Jets, because
the extension.
They're overshadowed by the 49ers. I'm not even going to bring up the Rams. The Rams are ass, but they would be overshadowed. But the difference is that when you look at the Chargers' history, they've had quality, great players.
Yeah, compared to the Jets.
They've been consistent.
Yeah, that's true.
They win. Like Dan Fouts, Dan Fouts, who was a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Was the first
they had
guy.
Brian Greasy.
Was the first guy who threw the ball a lot. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, they.
And so
I had him, Greasy.
The Rams almost always win.
And so you associate throwing the football was Dan Marino, but he was overshadowed because Dan Marino was better.
That's kind of what Josh Allen's reminding me of with this decade.
Throwing the football, so like throwing the football as like lost his luster.
Gunslinger.
Well, guys, you know who was the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts in Super Bowl III, right? It was Don Shula. And he's on record being like, what the fuck is happening right now in this game? This shit is ridiculous. He didn't believe what was happening when his quarterback's throwing 6 interceptions and they were inside the 20-yard line 5 times and they didn't get a single point. That shit is rigged.
Huh?
And so Don Shula probably went into like the commissioner's office and he was like, what the hell happened? And they were like, don't worry, buddy. We're going to give you an undefeated season in a couple of years. Well, and guess who was on that team, by the way? The same quarterback that fucking rigged the Super Bowl III, Morrell.
So
crazy shit, bro. It's crazy.
So back then throwing the football was a bad thing. And so for a quarterback to have 6 interceptions back then was like normal. Like 1 interception is like terrible, but back then
that was the first half.
And so the point of the matter is that the point of the matter is that I understand why you made that video about those rigged games.
Yeah.
You have a lot of points. I would always say that the stuff that you're saying is not wrong, but logically is that day the Jets defense was just lights out for some reason, and they played really well. And you cannot fabricate bad defense, good defense.
Yeah.
And in Super Bowls, it's luck. A lot of stuff is luck. Because one good example was the Packers when they won the Super Bowl. The Packers were not a really good team that year, but they beat a really good defense of the Steelers. It was just Aaron Rodgers' day. Things like that.
Yeah.
Last year's Super Bowl, Brock Purdy played good. I know a lot of people nitpick of certain stuff, but he played pretty decent. Like, we didn't really lose the game until overtime. The Niners were never trailing in that game. It's just that bad coaching, bad decision at the end.
Not knowing the overtime rules.
And then for whatever the reason, like, it was brought up to me that I forgot all about it. But when Kyle Shanahan has to take a timeout and tell his defensive coordinator, "What the fuck you doing?" That's an indicator that Kyle was not happy. But at the same time, in overtime, scored a touchdown. Don't say, "Oh, I didn't know the overtime rules." You're like, scored a touchdown. You're playing the Chiefs.
Exactly. So when he elected to kick that field goal, like, all of the air in my body, all of that, like everything that felt like it held me up, just crumbled, because I knew what was about to happen. Everybody on earth knew what was about to happen. The most staged fucking Super Bowl winning drive I've ever seen in my life.
And we had the Chiefs on a 4th and 2 back in there, and then I don't know what coverage we
I know.
Patrick Mahomes ran for the first down.
They didn't put no QB, not even a spot.
Like, Patrick Mahomes, like, after the Super Bowl, like, he was interviewed, and he says that during training camp of last season, he says, we were practicing Super Bowl overtime. And basically, they were saying, we're going to go for it all at every 4th down play.
See, why can't Kyle think about stuff like that?
This is why you never give
your
Mahomes
team
the
ready
ball.
for shit
Yeah,
like
but
that.
Andy Reid's 20-something years older than Kyle too.
But either way, this is why you never give Mahomes the ball, even if you show mercy. You never give him the ball.
Exactly. My entire strategy for that going into that game was for Kyle to have the ball on the field for 45 minutes and only
Never
allow
give it
the
to
Chiefs
Mahomes.
never give it to Mahomes. Like the most masterful game managing drives, short chunk yardage, just killing
Keep picking up first downs.
Keep picking up first downs, keep matriculating down the field, and then touchdown or just kick a field goal, but milk the clock. Keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. But they didn't do that. There's two. You know how there's intangibles? Joe Montana, clutch, intangible. Kyle Shanahan has the opposite of an intangible. He has an Achilles heel.
Yeah, it's his stubbornness.
Yeah. Also, of course, Kyle is way younger than Andy Reid. I think we all know that. But Kyle Shanahan has been coaching since the age of 21. And now Kyle,
since he entered the league.
So technically, from his head coaching to his coordinator and all that, he's been coaching for 20 years in the NFL. I'm sorry, but coaching that long in a professional sport and you're still getting these results. Again, when you're in the NFL, even that young, you're learning year after year after year. So,
well, I will say, in my 20s, I was doing okay. In my 40s, I'm fucking shit out. That's all I'm saying about what 20 years does.
Kyle's been in football since he was a water boy in 1994.
Yeah, and Andy Reid used to play football too. He's been the same in football forever.
So did Kyle. He was a great wide receiver at Texas.
Yeah, but one of them was born before the other by like 20-something years, is all I'm saying. And if you can't deny the difference between intelligence and experience of having been on this earth for 20-something more years.
There's a difference between intelligence and a learning curve. And Kyle has a learning curve that isn't meeting my deadline.
Yeah. Well, he's already doing better than Andy Reid ever did in the start of his career. So, I mean, it's not so bad.
I mean, Andy Reid was a choker early in his career with the Eagles, so
Andy Reid would still be a choker now.
He didn't win 8 playoff
Don't use the Andy Reid argument.
In 8 years.
Don't use the Mahomes argument either. There's only one reason why that team won that Super Bowl. It's because Andy Reid picked up the phone
why it's definitely
on January
Mahomes,
2019. Well, yeah, or the cheating. Mahomes, no, he's not the reason. Want to know why? Because Mahomes got his ass handed to him by Brady in overtime at Arrowhead in 2018 AFC Championship.
Yeah, once his O-line
went down, after that game that Andy Reid got Steve Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo, since getting Steve Spagnuolo, Andy Reid has won 3 out of the last 4 Super Bowls he's been in. Explain that.
Well, you guys already know. I don't have to tell you.
Because Spagnuolo
was
the mastermind behind that 2007 defense.
He was the scout.
And the Giants.
Exactly. Exactly. You have to make the big moves. That's why if Kyle sticks with Sorensen or some other in-house hire, I'm mentally checking out.
But how old is Spagnuolo? He's probably a little younger than Andy.
Okay, well, get Jim Schwartz. You're talking about you're doing whataboutisms. You're conflating
64
head coach with the defensive coordinator.
Spagnuolo, I'm probably
he's 64.
Work for Andy Reid than Kyle Shanahan because
the bottom line is Andy Reid was a choker until he got Steve Spagnuolo, and he was a choker because he wanted the defenses to end the games.
So yeah, Andy Reid's 66 and Spags is 64, so they're the same age.
My point is, we need an elite defensive coordinator, and if we don't get one, I don't give a shit.
There's always Mike Vrabel.
D'Amico was almost an elite defensive coordinator.
Mike Vrabel's still looking for a job.
All right, I want Jim Schwartz. I want the guy who put Mahomes through hell.
You can get him or Vrabel as a consolation.
You have to realize how
we're not going to do that.
Mahomes is like Jesus in this league. You have to understand, he They scouted. Brett Veach is who found Mahomes. Andy Reid didn't give a shit about Mahomes. He didn't know who the hell
Nobody
Mahomes
cared
was.
about that. Hold on.
Didn't know anything about Mahomes.
No one
Brett Veach
hold
found
on.
him in 2016,
Hold on.
halfway through the season, and he said, "We have to draft this guy." And he's like, "Right now,
So-
I have to concentrate on this season."
So, two things I have to debunk. First of all, the general manager of the Bears discovered Patrick Mahomes, and he told Andy Reid. Andy Reid didn't want him.
No, Brett Veach is who found Andy Reid. This is documented, factual
I'm not talking
thing.
about that. I'm not talking
Brett
about
Veach was the scout in Philly who was there with Andy Reid. He followed him to KC. He's the one who found Patrick Mahomes. He found him. He made sure he got him. They got him. Then what Andy Reid did was he sent Patrick Mahomes, who has, by the way, a photographic memory, and aced his test in the NFL before he got in. Andy Reid then took him and sent Mahomes to guess who? The guy who drafted Andy Reid in the NFL. That's who he worked with. Then he worked with Alex Smith when he was on the Niners, and the guy has just had a perfect upbringing, if you could say it. But that's a fact. That is a video that I watched. It's a documentary. It's a fact.
not true what happened. Everyone knows what happened. That's why Ryan Poles is the general manager of the Bears, because he found that. And a lot of people were at one point calling Ryan Poles like, oh, he's the next big thing. Now, he landed in Chicago. So he said this on the Pat McAfee show when, they traded Justin Fields. He says, I was there when I evaluated Patrick Mahomes. I was there in that table, and nobody wanted him. And I said, Andy Reid, please trust me. Andy Reid gave Ryan Poles a chance, and he basically hit a home run.
Dude,
right?
This was 6 months before that Brett Veach was already on Mahomes. This is already known. This is a thing. This is like the story of Jesus in the NFL. This is a thing.
So at the end of the day, everyone knows the stuff.
Can you link me to that article or to that video, John Jay? Because I would love to see it.
Go to Pat McAfee.
Oh, I don't know. Pat McAfee's a fucking WWE announcer, dude. I want you to send me an article that was written in a news production or some shit that tells me that.
Okay, so
because like I said, I've seen the documentary about this.
I'm not saying that Pat McAfee's perfect. Okay, he's a showman. That's why he's very successful. That's why
he has Aaron Rodgers on his show. Obviously,
the I don't care about it. I'm saying that Ryan Poles sat down on Pat McAfee. I don't know how long the interview was, but it was a long interview. But he said, and you just watch it. He said, "I was there," and Pat McAfee said, "How much would you say this is the Mahomes effect when it comes to you?" He said, "When I was there, Andy Reid, a lot of people were not really sold on him, and I was there in the table with a lot of people, and I was probably the only person that we needed to check out this dude." Okay. And so Ryan Poles basically did his homework, all that stuff, and on draft day. And so he's basically explaining how Mahomes became a Chief. He was there because he was on the Chiefs, during that era. So then he looks at Caleb Williams and he says, I'm not saying Caleb Williams is better than Patrick Mahomes, but I remember when I was scouting Patrick Mahomes, he reminded me something of the skill levels that he had. And so I went with my gut, and I said, you know what? Let's put him on the Bears and see what happens. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Caleb Williams in the next couple of years, but at the end of the day, I'm just telling you what he said. The man,
what does Tom Foles do now? What is his job?
Ryan Poles is the general manager of the Bears.
Okay, well, guess who Brett Veach is? He's the general manager of the Chiefs.
I lost the plot. What are you guys talking about?
When he was in Texas, he was all over him. This is in almost the beginning of the year before the draft, a whole year before the draft. And Andy Reid is like, bro, leave me alone. It's a year early. We can't fucking talk about about Patrick Mahomes right now. Right. That's like the whole story. It's an old story. It's like the story of Jesus in the NFL, which is also not true. So
I will always go with the source, not no article, not a beat writer, not someone telling the story.
It's not a beat writer. This is a documented.
I am going with the guy from his own mouth who was in the Chiefs, scouting department, there on draft day, all that stuff, doing his homework. And Ryan Poles was one guy. And if you're saying that Ryan Poles wasn't there, what team was he? Oh, he was on the Chiefs.
No, I'm telling you that Ryan Poles was not the head scout for Kansas City when they found Patrick Mahomes.
You're absolutely right. He was not the main scout. He wasn't the GM, but he was in the room where everyone was saying, Patrick Mahomes is a project. Patrick Mahomes is a project. Patrick Mahomes is a project. And not just the Chiefs, but many other teams as well.
Yeah, of course.
And so Ryan Poles did his job. He did his due diligence. I know everyone who did their job, did their due diligence. I am not disagreeing that the Chiefs GM did not do his job.
Well, I'm just saying if it was Tom Poles, like you say, then Poles should be the GM, the general manager of the Chiefs. If he's the one who found Mahomes.
I'm not saying Tom, I'm saying Ryan Poles.
Oh, well, whoever it was, he should be the general manager of the Chiefs then if he found Mahomes, I would think.
Well, I don't know why he went to the Bears organization. I don't care. But the point is that, of course, when people are scouting, there's a lot of people in that table. There's like a giant group. So I'm not disputing that the GM that you're talking about was not there. But I do think that he also got his intel from Ryan Poles, because he doesn't just say, I'm the general manager and I just hypothetically believe that.
So you're saying Poles was on Veach's staff?
Yes.
He told Veach.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. I'm back.
Okay.
So if that's the case, why isn't Eric Bieniemy a head coach if he coached Patrick Mahomes by that logic?
I heard he has a bad attitude or something like that.
Credit. If he really found Mahomes, then more people should know about this. It shouldn't just be a pass.
Also, I can attest to what John said. Yeah, teams did have due diligence, including my team. McAdoo wanted to draft him, but Mara laughed at his face, so I kind of disagree in that regard.
Both head coaches did.
Remember you and RJ on those super late night Tuesday hangouts like a couple of years ago? Where RJ was so pissed. I was like, how the fuck? And he's very vulgar. How the fuck did our owner veto that thing?
That's how you become the GM.
That's why I hate Mara. That's simple. And also why Coughlin didn't want to shake his hand at the end of the press conference when he retired. Not from the Giants, he left.
Because I totally agree with RJ. Like, you guys could have drafted him. I know Eli was still on the team. He wasn't young anymore, but you could have and unfortunately,
Looking back, I wanted to draft. We should have drafted Josh Allen or Lamar in 2018. That was the bigger problem.
I will say this to Michael. I actually agree. Patrick Mahomes would not have worked out with the Bears. He would not work out.
I don't think he would have worked in
New York. Would he have worked out with us?
Around Daniel.
I don't think Mahomes would have worked out with us.
I don't think you could just change one person to another team and they're the same person.
I don't think Mahomes worked in New York because we didn't have a solid defense consistently, and also when he came into the league, and also our O-line was still shit. So yeah, I don't think he'd have him a success.
Well, also another.
I mean, he'd had OBJ as a number one, but he wouldn't do much.
Also, before Bieniemy was the coordinator, like Matt Nagy. That's how Matt Nagy got a job. A lot of people forget that.
Famous.
Eric Bieniemy, I remember I was vouching for this guy. I said, like this, but the problem is that
when turn on Commanders.
Hey, I understand YTC, you don't like the Commanders, and I respect that. But when the Commanders are like, hell no, we're not going to hire you. We're desperate for a coach, but you are horrible. Like, he was demanding stuff before they even started the interview, and then RJ when they started their podcast was like, that's why we didn't get a job. He's an unlikable person.
He has an attitude and arrogance. Damn.
Yeah.
And then
you would think, because of his skin color, he'd get a little bit more attention because,
Oh, so he's another hot-headed.
But no, he doesn't. It's like, for some reason he's just got a bad reputation with the people he's worked with.
Touchdown! Chargers.
I thought he would have been perfect for Trey Lance.
Oh, they're up 2 scores.
Wow, good for
Haskins
you, Chargers.
with the catch. Some random name, Hassan Haskins.
Oh man, I had no idea the Chargers had it in them.
Yeah, that's game. They're up 2 scores with 2:27. No way they choked this.
With Gus Edwards and Kamani Vidal.
2 scores.
And Hassan.
Well, I'm about to lose this pick, but whatever. I took the Broncos and they choked.
Great. Yeah, I took the Broncos too. Oh well.
Yeah, I didn't
No,
think they were
it's
going to
2
choke.
minutes.
They choked an 11-point lead.
Yeah, but you never know. 2 minutes 27 seconds. Not gonna happen.
Herbert just beat the rookie.
They have
How
to
many
score
timeouts does
quickly.
the Broncos have?
I mean,
They gotta
Edwards
score.
had Edwards
They got to
kinda
score
wrapped it up.
quickly, get the ball back, do onside kick or play defense, whatever they have, and I try to
Yeah,
tie the game.
they can get a drive. They can get down if they
The
actually.
key is not to use their
practice
timeouts,
this.
but yeah. And then
I
save
can't
their
believe
timeouts
have-
for
they let
the
them
stop.
They have 2 timeouts. Broncos have 2 timeouts.
So they have the 2-minute warning, so 3 practically. You have the 2-minute
Practically.
warning coming up.
I took the Chargers, but again, I learned my lesson a couple of weeks ago. So,
Well, it looks like it's paying for you well.
yeah, see, hey, Thanksgiving helped me out when I went perfect through 3-0, plus
I
the
went
2
3-0 too.
wins.
Thanksgiving.
Last week, was not a good week for my my.
No, I
trash
took the
hat.
Niners. Yeah, I took the Niners too. I lost that one. I didn't think you were going to get swept by the Rams.
Neither do we.
Well, I said the same with the Commanders, but here we are.
Yeah.
Right now, the Niners are just playing to spoil the teams who we're going to be playing.
You're playing the Dolphins, trying to come back into playoff contention so you can play spoiler.
After watching the Cardinals like the last couple of weeks, I'm not worried in the last game of the year. Now they're still that team that will give us probably problems. The Dolphins, I don't know anymore. And we're not being the Lions. We're not being the Lions. The Lions are so good, and I don't care that they're missing a lot of players. They're just that good.
Yeah, they are good.
At least it'll be
Jared
warm
Goff's playing out of his
and
mind, but yeah.
it'll be nice, and the conditions in Miami should be pretty good for that game.
So hopefully we get.
And also, you never know. Tua's inconsistent, so
Hopefully we get 8 wins. I'll be okay with that.
Well, we don't have Garendo probably.
Yeah, you're down to your 4th running back now.
Patrick Taylor
Patrick Taylor, yeah.
and Israel Abracadabra.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, I like Kyle, but one thing
Go, just run, kid.
Got it.
Oh, sideline pass.
Yeah, you saw that. Good throw.
That was sideline. Maybe because of forward progression. They're going to count it.
Did he cross the first down marker and then threw the ball? Hold on, I need to watch this replay. There's a flag on the play.
It's a great play.
Too bad there's not more time.
Unless they score before this 2-minute warning.
Then they need the onside kick.
They're close to midfield. But yeah.
You can cross the line of scrimmage and throw a
no, he got
horizontal pass.
Down, and then he threw the ball. I knew it.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You had the first down. Why'd you throw? Oh my gosh, that's a rookie right there.
Bone Hicks, damn.
Bone Hicks, he's a rookie. We forget that he's.
But you can't. So you can't throw it. You can't once you cross the line of scrimmage.
Isn't it illegal for a pass? Illegal
he
for a
crossed
pass.
the first down marker. Like you just watch the replay. Like he's already past the first down.
We know he got the first down marker. What we're trying to figure out is it illegal to throw a horizontal pass when you're behind?
Toss it out of bounds. Toss it out of bounds.
Right.
Just toss it out of bounds to stop the clock, or
isn't that a loss a yard?
Isn't that ruled a fumble? That's ruled a fumble.
Well, is it allowed? That's all I want to know. I don't know that rule. Is it allowed?
It's never been allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, where you can just run. You
can pass backward. You can throw the ball backwards to another person.
Throw the ball backwards.
Okay, so all right.
Yeah, like backyard football. If you're laterering it to someone.
But basically, it's
Yeah, if it's like a backyard football lateral, pitching it back for the other guy to circle around.
Throw the ball. He should have thrown the ball backwards, but then it was kind of redundant. Again,
okay. Now I'm all cleared up. Thanks, John. I appreciate. Yeah, because I was like, I was getting pissed because I was trying to figure out.
No, because I remember when Josh Allen did this in his first playoff appearance against the Texans when they had Watson. He did the same exact thing.
God.
That one game, Josh Allen.
Damn.
So yeah.
Damn.
That dumb play. He fumbled the ball and he nearly cost him, but the ball went out. Yeah. In his first playoff victory. So yeah.
So, I don't know if anyone brought this up earlier, but it just popped in my brain yesterday because Crazy Juice just said he started 0-1. I thought you said that you and McNiner already took care of your sport, because for the last 8 weeks he's been.
I've been busy, so haven't been able to get back to him.
Because I told you this like a while ago, and you said that it was all squared away.
I was
gonna,
but
he has you at 3 less
happens.
losses. I think he has you at 149 wins.
So technically, you have more points than you have right now. So if I were you, I would just take that score, because if not, you're going to lose 3 points. I'm just giving you the heads up.
Oh, I thought you had more points, YTC.
Well, I got to go talk to him. I'm for real this time. It's 2 more weeks of the NFL season. I'll try to pop in week 18 to correct anything by the end of the year.
There's a week 18? Just kidding.
Might have to
only because I play fantasy, so I don't give a shit. What's week 18?
And I
weekend at Bernie's.
I miss where everything was even. 8 home games, 8 road games, 16.
8 and 8, yeah.
Yeah, now they flip over the extra home game or away game. They flip it every year.
I can't believe that in the next couple of years we're gonna have 18 games.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 bye weeks soon.
I would take that. I would take.
We'll have 2 bye weeks.
Look at all the stats that are going to explode in the next 10 years because of all of this.
The extra
it's
bye
make
week
all of the previous other quarterbacks look like bombs.
At least then they should be.
Unless you're Brock and you do it in 15
we're going to have
days.
to put a deadline after week 17. After that, we're going to call everything an asterisk after week 17.
Yeah, that's
what I would joke around there.
That's why we don't talk about. That's why nobody even talks about what happened before the NFL. No one. That's gone now. That's what's going to happen here.
We'll just regulate everything to 17 weeks. Anything that happens after, we don't count in our minds.
In fact, even now, when I talk to some people who are younger, they're like, "Dude, I can't even go back past 2000." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't go past 2000?"
That's just disrespectful. I mean,
it is. It's
know
like
the
starting
history
a whole
of your
new league and like forgetting everything that came before.
Well, yeah, it's like
it's because
Babe Ruth died 100 years before I was like even thought of being conceived.
Yeah.
So, but I still know the great Bambino.
And you should know people like Satchel Paige, who pitched till he was like
Satchel
50
Paige,
years old,
Cy Young,
pitched like 5 nights a week.
Nolan Ryan, all of these, Ozzie Smith, Joe DiMaggio. Oh my God! So the Griffies, Willie Mays. You know what I mean? So it's this generation. They don't give a damn about. They don't give a damn about the
spit on
past.
tradition.
That's by design. I really think it's by design. They don't want you to learn. They don't, because if you don't have a past to be proud of, then you can basically instill any standard in the present without any sort of reference to, what was good and what was bad in the past. Bottom line is, I just wish more people would use sports less for like fantasy and just more as like just appreciate the history of it, appreciate the sport of it, where it came from, how it's evolved.
If it wasn't for fantasy, I wouldn't know any other players but the people on the Niners. Now I know every single player.
I don't want to know every single player. That's the thing. I just love the Niners. I want to focus on strictly the Niners. Playing fantasy to me is just like diluting my fanhood to be.
I played fantasy.
Josh Allen. I need Josh Allen to do this. I need Tua to do this. I need Cooper Kupp to do this. So you're sort of spreading your fanhood in pieces all around this like game.
No, it's because you love football so much. Like
I love football. That's why
I love the Niners, but the Niners can only give me 2 hours.
And also because my team is so poverty this season, that's the only thing distracting me.
I need more than 3
to make this tank enjoyable.
Well, see, that's the thing. You guys just explained to me why you play fantasy, and you made a good reason.
We need more.
I empathized with that reason because I've had, I mean, as a 49er fan, we've had peaks and valleys. Maybe I would have played fantasy in 2007 or something.
And
like
also
that.
because a decade of horrible football and 1 playoff victory has driven me probably a little mental. as a fan.
Yeah, you also get to be a GM, and then the people that you pick, you get to see. Like, if obviously you
only
can't
one
put together
playoff victory.
These teams are a little. These teams are a little lopsided because
And
like,
finishing.
So here's the thing about fantasy football. Like you care more about a player on another team's stats, which isn't going to really do nothing in general, but win a league. Okay, or if you're betting, and so a lot of people who do fantasy football care more about beating a bunch of other people when it comes to a league or putting money on the line. And so that's the problem. If you're a fan of a team, no matter how horrible they are, no matter how sucky they are, you're still going to root for them. You're still going to root for them.
Of course.
And so at the end of the day, like, I don't do fantasy because I really don't care about no other team, no disrespect. Okay. I'm a 49ers fan. Okay. I'm loyal. I remember those years from 2003 to 2010, and then when Harbaugh left. Yes. Did I do fantasy? Hell no. I watched my team. Even when nobody cared about that, I loved my team. And when Levi's was empty for a couple of years before we started winning, and it started to get packed. So, you know, we're the real fans, huh? Are you only supporting the team because we were so successful since 2019? What about that?
You're not going to see a lot of fans anymore.
I've seen both the best and a lot.
So at the end of the day, being a fan of a team, you need to go through the good times, the bad times, and the sucky times.
I'm waiting for the bad time to be over.
Fantasy football is more about like, I'm doing it for money, or I'm just doing it for a trophy. There's not anything that incentivizes me to do fantasy football, but there are other things that incentivize other people to do fantasy football. That's where I stand on the fantasy football versus your team debate.
That's where I stand now because YTC and Kenny gave two excellent logical explanations that I could emotionally empathize with. I think if more people could have a communication like that, maybe, I don't know, we wouldn't be stuck in our
Here's a little devotion.
ways.
Here's what you have as Venn diagram, right? So a Venn diagram, I think most people know what it is. You have circles, and then you make a circle in between the two circles, and in there, in these little spots, is where things are perfect. And so I got to pick first this year in fantasy, and I took CMC. That's a huge hit in fantasy, bro, because you don't pick again till like 13th and 14th. So I haven't had CMC all year. And my first picks were 13 and 14. And I still finished with the best record in my league. I have Isaac Garendo. I have CMC all year on IR. I refuse to let him go, no matter what. I'm also carrying Patrick Taylor Jr. And I had to overcome all that shit. And that shit makes you... I just think it sharpens your football knowledge of like everything that's going on in the whole league, not just for the Niners. So I think it's helpful for me.
You don't need to play fantasy football to educate yourself on football in general.
No, it's just a lot more fun for me.
Yeah, again, and that's what I said. What's the purpose of fantasy football? What is the end game for that? Is it money? Is it winning a trophy? There are other types of,
for me at least,
and to prove how good you are at fantasy.
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, you know what and again, there are things that people do fantasy football for. You know. For me,
one of the reasons I do it too is
nothing in fantasy football can entice me to do it. Like, what am I really doing?
Here's what's exciting. Okay, so my tight end got hurt, and there was nobody.
No, what's exciting? Simple,
So
play for money, and also numb myself
research.
to the shit fest I'm dealing with right now for the last decade.
That's true. But you know what? I had to go and do all my own individual research. I had to look up targets and years before and games it played and the weather and who was the quarterback and then I finally.
No, I didn't do all that. No, I just went with my gut most of the picks, and also through extensive, general research. I just went with my gut most of the time. A few weeks ago, I found what's his name, Disley from the Chargers. He was the guy who took over for the starter. And nobody knew his name. Nobody knew anything. And I was like, yo, pick up Kevin Disley. Pick up Disley. This guy's going to go off. And the dude went off. And like, so you're proud of him. I only borrowed him for 2 weeks because Kincaid was out. I only borrowed him for 2 weeks. Yeah. and then cut him because Kincaid's back in. So yeah.
Oh, look at Steve-O.
Yeah, this game's over. They need it. Well, that's
also,
your game.
I could really use
they
the
won.
extra money, so it'd be nice to win my league.
They got the recovery, and yeah, Chargers won.
If you know football and you're good at football, then throw $20 in the beginning of the season, and at the end of the year, it can become 240. And I feel like that's a good deal.
Also, Kenny, not to mention what I mentioned earlier, the seasonal parlays, the bets you place in April for a certain position to like throw for a certain amount of passing yards, receiving yards you catch, or rushing, like those specific players to reach a certain milestone throughout the year. No, I did it this year. I have a shot at winning 1,200 if certain quotas are met. I already won the first leg, as I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
With Josh Jacobs, now I just need the other guys to come through.
It's awesome.
And there's 3 games left, so that's 3 games left. Also, so we'll see if they get it.
I also like how so this week Jaden Daniels is playing Philly, right? But you can't be sitting Jaden Daniels. You got to stay loyal to your guy, and I don't know. I like having my guys. And that I picked.
But it also helps that half of my squad are Giant players. It helps to have Wandale on my bench. It helps to have Singletary on my bench. It helps to have Malik Neighbors, and I have Tyron Tracy.
Neighbors.
I can root for my own team, and
wide receiver
I can root for my team and still root for fantasy at the same time, which is a win-win for me.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do that. I mean, I have Kyron Williams on my team, so that's not easy to watch that dude.
No, I need Kyron Williams. Yeah, I need Kyron Williams for this. Yeah, because I need to see him get 1,250. He's at 1,123. So yeah.
Also, I always have to be doing something. I have to be doing something all the time.
Yeah, and plus it gives me more incentive to watch to a degree. But yeah, when it comes to money.
Well, also, I mean, like I said, I love football. I don't want to just watch the 3 hours that the Niners play. And now I follow every single game.
Well, again,
I do too.
Again, if you're doing fantasy football to learn about football, no disrespect, but you don't need fantasy football to learn about football. Because I know
we're not.
I know a lot of
stuff.
Oh
no, I'm not even doing that for that. I'm just doing it just to be entertained.
How many touchdowns does Lamar Jackson have, John Jay? So, how many touchdowns does Josh Allen have? How many touchdowns does Chase Brown have?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Chase Brown? Oh, wow. The running back for the Bengals.
So this year I basically just lost interest in football for personal reasons and other stuff I don't want to discuss. But in the past, I would be invested in football. And so because I'm not invested like I used to be anymore, for personal reasons, which I don't want to get into at the moment, I'm just watching the Niners game and then turning it off, and after that, I really don't care. I don't listen to no more news and no other stuff. Okay.
No, that's just you then. All right.
So, okay.
That's okay.
But again, you don't need to learn stuff. I can still look at people, people's rosters and all this stuff. I do watch college football.
That is what you do. Mm-hmm. That is what you do in fantasy, dude. That's what you do in fantasy.
Yeah, and also
the rosters all day and what they do.
Yeah, look at other rosters, and also I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to learn about anything about the NFL.
There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of probability. It's a lot of statistics. It's just I need nonstop knowledge. I need to take shit in constantly. That's just how my brain.
Yeah, I need the knowledge. I feel like and also because I'm trying to win some end of the year money.
I feel like it's really helpful because when you do play-by-plays and stuff, I've seen a lot of content creators, they talk about the game and they don't know who's getting the ball, this and that. They just say their number and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they know every single play.
No, I memorize the majority of the rosters. No, and plus it's kind of my job to memorize some of these names when I do play-by-plays for other teams besides my team. So it's kind of that incentivizes
there's also no way I'm gonna open up go look up a roster for no other reason. I probably wouldn't do that. This forces me to do that, and I learn at the same time. So that's really why I like it. It's almost like working. If you have a job where you also exercise, I feel like that's 2 birds, 1 stone. I feel like that's what I'm doing. But there, I mean, there. Listen,
I disagree with that, Master
I didn't
J.
play fantasy
I
for
kinda
the last
disagree.
20 years.
I feel like it just makes you more like knowledgeable overall.
I know Master J
No,
just
it
brought
doesn't.
up. Master J just brought up a good point.
I think it does.
You are essentially a coach putting a roster together.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you're doing. You're basically picking a team, and you're the coach.
Well, luckily of all stars too. It's not like you have to pick like every player. That would be very different. I don't think many
Yeah,
people
it's not
would
like
sign on
you're
for
picking.
that.
It's not like you're
Yeah.
picking up a wide receiver 3 on some certain team or something like that.
I
Unless
mean,
you
in a
think he has potential to start.
super deep league. Maybe.
Well, I don't want to ruin this, but at the end of the day, like there's a mathematic equation that a guy from MIT and all these people who win or these MIT, because they don't pick the best players. They do these weird projections, these algorithms. I don't want to bring up the stupid ass team that used to play in Oakland, the A's, but that Moneyball stuff.
Yeah.
There are people who would use the numbers, they project certain things. Now you can also do it more easily by going through the stats. Like when I talk about stats, stats matter when it comes to these mathematics stuff. So for example, some people would do this, and I'm not recommending because it could fail. Say you have the number 1 running game taking on the worst defense. Sometimes, for whatever the reason, that worst defense and that run game don't really translate to points.
Yeah,
So
of course, it happens.
there are algorithms that basically cheat for you. And so I want to bring up a game that happened. If you're a 49ers fan, because people are talking about let's learn about history. In 2016, the Niners played New Orleans, and there was a third string running back for New Orleans. He had over 40 points, because I remember at the time I was doing fantasy, he had over 40 points, a third string. And the only people who called that was me. Okay, people like that. There's certain weird outliers that you can tell if you do your homework.
Yeah,
But if
of
you're
course.
random players, that's why again, fantasy football.
That's what we do.
So that's just a point. And again, the stuff that you're doing, I already know, and I don't want to be arrogant and disrespectful. I don't play fantasy. It does not intrigue me.
John, I haven't played for 20 years. I played in the 2000.
Well, John, that's perfectly fine.
2001 was the first year I played fantasy. That was when it started.
Again, there's a lot of stuff that I already know, but to be very respectful. There's a difference between. I'm gonna use Michael. I'm not arrogant. So there's some stuff that you guys already say that and I keep my mouth shut.
We're being arrogant, you think?
No, that you guys are saying right now. And at the end of the day, to be
I'm lost.
respectful, because that's the person who I am. Because some people told me to tell them to F people up, in a different conversation. That's not me. I don't like cursing people out. I know someone who does, but the point of the matter is I don't do that. So
I don't know what's happening.
I have to just bite my tongue and let you guys say certain things.
John, you don't have to play fantasy if you don't want to.
So that's just who I am. And so sometimes I get it. And I've said it before. Sometimes people who play fantasy football, they play it for many reasons. Okay. It's like, I don't know if I can say this because I think this is insensitive. It's like being an alcoholic. Even if you quit the game, there's still that negative, stereotype. You're an alcoholic. You used to drink alcohol. Just because you're clean and sober,
that's like the worst analogy I've ever heard in my life. All due respect.
Well,
you have a.
I mean,
your body has a physical addiction to a substance that it needs to physically unwire itself from, so that you can get back to being normal again. The other is a preference. It's kind of an endorphin high. You like playing video games. You get that endorphin high. So I don't begrudge at this point, knowing YTC and knowing Kenny. It's changed my mind on fantasy football. There are good reasons why people play fantasy football. I just think that it's just not for me.
And that's perfectly fine. We're not trying to force it down your throats.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're forcing you to get to our ways or something like that.
In fact, I was the one who opened the conversation by saying, listen, I'm not down with fantasy because I think it makes you less of a fan because you're splitting your attention to other players rather than your own team. That was the statement I started off with, and then you guys went on to explain reasons why you did play fantasy, and then I went, okay, all right, that makes sense, and it was just something that just went, I just got really quickly. It wasn't like I needed to think it out or sleep on it. No, it made perfect sense. And a discussion, and we can kind of move on to another subject.
It just kind of helps turn the volume down for other stuff for me. But yeah.
Man, I wish they would release more remastered games for PlayStation.
Or I wish they would actually have more original ideas and also stop making us pay to buy the DLC and stuff like that, and actually come up the game and also unlock certain collectibles or certain modes or characters.
Yeah.
But everything's through a paywall now.
Yeah, the funniest thing is I have the modern console. I don't have a PS5. I have an Xbox Series.
No, I don't have it either. I still got a PS4. That's it.
And there's
had
only
it for
been
5 years now.
There's only been one game that's been released, designed specifically for the Series X and Series S, the current, and that's the RoboCop video game. That's it. Everything else is like Xbox 360 era, Xbox era, which is PS2, PS3 era. So that's
I grew up around that era.
That's
Mostly been a PlayStation guy all my life.
Both of those are like 2000 to 2014. So, which is basically my favorite era of video games, anyways. So.
My favorite era of video games, I would say between mid 2000s to like early 2014, like you said. That was before this. Yeah, that's when they peaked.
Yeah.
Once they came around PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, I think that was the peak of gaming. After that, it's been downhill, in my opinion. That was the peak of gaming.
That's my biggest regret. I missed out on that. I was so pissed off that PlayStation didn't put backwards compatibility for PS2 games in PS3. I just skipped the entire console generation. I was into Xbox because I heard so many.
Now we have emulators.
The Red Ring of Death or something like that.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm glad we have emulators now to do all that.
Yeah.
I just have to get a high running PC.
Emulator. Yeah.
No, I gotta get one of those gaming PCs that have a high RAM and processor.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't lag. That's all I gotta get. I'm probably gonna get a desktop pretty soon, like not a laptop, an actual desktop moving forward, so that way it doesn't lag. I mean, it has fast processing speed, so I don't get this lag and get cut off the internet.
Yeah, I hear you.
I might have to spend a little more for faster speed, or switch to a different service that gives me better value for my speed at this point.
You could do that, or if it's all about the games and it's all about the processing.
And also for the play-by-plays too, so I don't get cut out and lagged out. I don't get lagged out. Yeah.
And I would invest in the game, like the hardware part of the whole equation, because
that's the desktop.
Yeah.
Once I get that, and then I'll just buy one of those terabytes to increase the system. That's all I gotta do is increase the storage. After that, the processor can remain.
Are you trying to stream your game?
I might, just to do for the off season. I'm thinking of doing that.
Yeah.
If we just
I might
chill
want
around,
to do that. Get a capture card and
get capture card. Play some throwback PlayStation 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah.
You could just get a game stick now with 2,000 games on it.
Yeah, but they don't have Ace Combat.
No, but here's the thing with those game sticks. They don't have, the implementation. You can upload ISO files, so you can add new games, because that's how you add new PlayStation games, are ISO files. You upload it to a computer to a flash drive and transfer it to the console you want to play on it, and then put it through a system with the emulator. That's what I want to do with the game stick. That's what you got to do with that.
Can't you stream right through PS Plus for $11 a month?
That's only share screen, but if I want to put it on stream like Get On Kid does with his Arkham games over there, he said he got a capture card over there and he cooked it.
You have to get a capture card.
Oh, wow.
Get On Kid.
PS4 has it so you can easily stream what you're playing to.
But you won't be able to
Twitch.
Yeah, but you can't talk over it or green. You can't talk over like Get On Kid does if you see his videos. How he does the Batman games, where he talks over. It's on StreamYard, and he has this whole panel thing on. That's what I want to do.
You don't have PS4? You still have PS4?
Yeah, of course I do.
PS4 has the software right on there for free. You can stream your games like directly from the button.
But I don't want to have. It's only going to upload to YouTube. It's not going to connect to the StreamYard. I need a capture card to connect that to the StreamYard. It's not gonna. It's only gonna just show the clip. It's not gonna show us like giving commentary. All of us in the stream.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do. I can get people on the panel so we can all watch the gameplay and stuff like that. Just comment and all that kind of stuff, fun stuff.
Can't you do like another screen in StreamYard?
Yeah, you can. That's what share screen is for.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing right now with this current score that's finished right now, but change that mode for the TV. That's what I gotta get a capture card for. And also I have to upgrade my PC because the aux cord on this PC right now is jammed. So that's why the mic when I bought the other year ago, I think, doesn't want to connect to this. So that's why I had to use the desktop mic and not my mic I bought. I want to put it to good use so it's not a complete waste of money. So yeah, I can still salvage something I probably impulsively spend on. But yeah. That's really about it.
I mean, what else is there to do in the off season?
I got right now. I still keep PlayStation games. I got Ace Combat 4, Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat 0, and then I've got that 007 Everything or Nothing, which is kind of like a sequel to.
I do play the Siphon Filter series. I'm probably gonna get Splinter still. They're like stealth games. Siphon Filter.
Oh my god!
Underrated in my opinion. Like the stealth games.
The OG Metal Gear Solids. The OG Metal Gear Solids.
The espionage games, yeah.
Siphon Filter was the first game that I played like that style of game.
Yeah, the PlayStation. They got it for PlayStation, and I played it first on the PSP. Like before Logan's Shadow, yeah, this was the game before that. The Dark Mirror, that's what it's called.
Man, PSP
Dark Mirror.
Was shit, dude.
Yeah,
I wish I had played that. One. I missed out on a great Star Wars campaign because they had Star Wars Battlefront
and MP3 files they had.
Yeah.
No, because that was the first MP3 player I had because I knew a bunch of broken websites, better than LimeWire to get free music at the time when I was a kid. My cousin showed me, so he hooked it up for me, and then I learned it on my own from him. Most of what I learned the pirating techniques came from my cousin, so yeah, he was older than me right now. So
shout out to your cousin.
Yeah, he was a teenager. I was like 7 or 8. I was learning from him. He was like in his high school years. So yeah, he felt like an older brother to me more than a cousin, to be honest. But, yeah. So yeah. He's older now. He's like in his mid-30s right now, and I'm in my mid-20s, which is crazy. He's already a middle-aged man. So yeah.
Hey, 35 is not middle-aged. Well, you don't know when you're going to die. So if you die at 35, like middle age for you was like what, 15, 16?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, in that regard, then yeah.
That's just weird.
But nah,
life is so random and weird and cruel and unfair.
They originally designed it.
Time's an illusion.
Be like 100 years, I think.
That's just what I think. Yeah, time's an illusion at this point.
The only thing you can do is just kind of laugh at it. Just kind of laugh at his random hysterical acts of violence that just occur, or the tragedies.
Mm-hmm.
You can either let it drive you nuts, or you can just kind of laugh at it and enjoy the time you're.
I just ignore it. I just find other things to make myself enjoyable about. Because as much as it sounds, people die every day. I gotta figure, I don't know when I'm gonna go, so I gotta make the most of it. I can't dwell on people dying, scaring me and thinking I'm gonna die. If I don't know when I'm gonna go, so I gotta enjoy it. If anything,
I'm back.
We're here for a good time, not for a long time.
So make the most of it. Time is precious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If I could save time in a bottle. Kenny, Jim Croce.
Of course.
Yeah. One more thing, too. I don't ever want to... if I go to my grave, I don't want to live with regret. I want to live with what I could have done, what I wish I would have done more. That's it.
Yeah.
No regrets. That's really about it.
Well, I read this quote about that subject, and the quote is, "Okay, imagine yourself at 80 years old on your deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
What in that scenario, what would be the biggest regrets of your life?" And then one person said, "Not having a family," because they imagine themselves just kind of dying alone in a hospital, nobody caring about them at all. It's weird when things are put in that perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know even. I'm gonna. I don't even know at this point.
Well, it's just interesting because it's like this guy never thought he'd want to have a family. I want to have a family.
I do too, but some days I just feel like I'm sleepwalking through life. I don't even know some half of the time.
It's crazy out here.
No, it just feels that way to me. I just feel like sometimes I think I know what I want, but then the other times I feel like I'm just sleepwalking through life.
And that's normal. I think you're normal.
What do you mean by sleepwalking through life? Because that's just
like just doing chores another day.
Just doing, not having a higher purpose for myself, like outside of the rat race, or
Right, you're just living to like keep
another cog, living to die, basically. Yeah, it's the same old cycle.
You gotta pay your bills. You gotta
eat, sleep, pay your bills, reproduce, get old, die, repeat. Like
buy stuff. It's pretty crazy.
It's a
Don't watch the Matrix. Don't watch the Matrix.
I want to make more of it. That's why I feel like that. Like I don't know what I gotta do to make it more, and that's what I'm trying to figure out with more time to myself.
Well, honestly, I think that's what people do. Like they have a family because it's like the only motivation.
I'm trying to find out.
Family provides a continuation. You don't feel as
it just feels more of a responsibility.
Yeah, I would be miserable because it's so much responsibility and worry.
And then when the kids grow old, you feel an emptiness. When the kids grow old, like they're 18, they probably have, and then later down the years they have kids of their own, and you're a grandparent. You feel like you lost the purpose of being a parent once you're much older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
how can we possibly know that until we are in that situation?
Make the best of it. Make the best of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if being a dad, it sounds like a really bad idea to you. You probably shouldn't be a dad in the first place.
Exactly.
You're making the right decision. Mm-hmm. So don't have a kid out of an obligation.
Well, unfortunately, I bet you a lot of people do have kids. Not
just to appease their parents, I know. Unfortunately, and not their own interests.
See, like I don't know how long I was gone, but I say this: kids, like there was a thing that my buddy sent me in 2011, and he basically put a gravestone as a joke. It's a joke. Basically, when he was born, question mark. When he died, question mark. We do not choose our bearer of who brought us here, and we don't choose when we go.
Yeah, no one has to be born.
Yeah, and that's true. Like even though it's a joke from a very good personal friend of mine, who I'm thinking about now seeing him because I brought that up, is that when it comes to being a parent, a lot of people still have this notion that if you are an adult and you're getting past a certain age and you're not in a relationship and you don't have children, society puts you down for whatever the reason. I'm glad I don't think normally. I'm glad I think outside the box. Not everyone is meant to be a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And children deserve the best because
yes, absolutely.
There's a saying.
Yeah, don't bring a kid into.
Yeah, there's a saying. Situation. All children deserve parents, but not every parent deserves. Not every person deserves to be a parent.
And I'm going to put a real good example in my real life. One thing that I always do is I use real examples because I'm not afraid to tell people, this stuff. There's a kid who acts up. he thinks what he's doing is basically acceptable, and he justifies when he does something wrong, and he tries to say, oh, it's not my fault, not my fault. And I learned in his personal life, his personal life is not perfect. Now, I'm not going to get to the gritty ditty, but yeah, sometimes kids need that protection. And it's kind of hilarious where the child cares more about non-family members or adults than his own, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
And I'm that belief. Like, I'm 35. In 5 years, I'll be 40. I'll join that club with Tommy and McNiner and other people. I still, to this day, am telling myself, do I really? And it's not changed a bit. Because I know I got problems of my own that I got to deal with. Having a kid at this point is not beneficial for me. And so that's the reason why, like, I argue with people, and I watch certain things on the internet, podcasts and these weird, news that are now on YouTube. They're absolutely wrong. I don't know why people believe that to have a fulfilled life, you need to do what your parents did, what your grandparents did, what your great-parents. I don't understand that, mentality.
They just want more people to work and buy things, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to have a life where I have a good impact, a positive impact on someone who goes into their future a better person for it.
You could do Big Brother.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about mentoring.
I always tell people too, look, if you don't want to have a kid, maybe you can adopt one later, because there are plenty of kids who need parents.
As a person,
There is that.
As a person who I've told Corey and a few other people, from a person who had a lot of foster siblings, there are a lot of foster kids who are getting 15, 16, 17, and they're about to be thrown out in the real world without any.
At 18, they're going to be thrown away.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather take my chances with that.
And here's a harsh truth. That if someone gets a little bit offended, here's the harsh truth. They're gonna get in the system. It's a sucky reality.
Yeah, man. There are plenty of kids already in the world who need help. So,
I'd rather go that route.
I have a great story from a buddy of mine who was like a brother, a foster brother. He came through one of the most worst struggles, worse than me, worse than anybody. He graduated high school, first to ever do that. Went to college, graduated, first to ever do that. Found a significant other, but one thing he said, if I'm going to have a child, I want to be there. Not how I grew up. That's a good thing about some of these foster people. If they have a structure and great life.
Yeah,
those kids are not, and I don't want to bring up another name because they're not here. David Corona, talk to him, behind the scenes, and he'll tell you the stories. He changed his life, and he has a wonderful, wonderful woman. And the way he changed his life from the worst of upbringings, that's why people tell me, why do you see good in every? Look at David Corona. Are we going to judge on what he did years ago to what he's done right now? Things like that. So
yeah. Well, people deserve other second chances and third and fourth chances. So
I don't, and I wish the society would examine more of that, because, and again, and I've said this, when it comes to
like stories about redemption. I like stories about redemption.
Yeah, I like stories about that. It's just I feel this world lacks empathy nowadays. It's a lot of less empathy now.
I know.
Yeah, a lot less.
When you hear stories and movies, and I'm even talking about something that were made years ago, the ones that were really good. They never really when they do stories about people from the rough parts of areas and like things like that, they kind of more portray it more like a very PG version. And one good example is one of my favorite movies that probably was the Gridiron Gang with The Rock. That movie was so PG down, and there was one scene that showed like real conflict, but it was so PG down to make it more of a sensitive type of movie. But in real life, that's not what really happened.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if they made it like grittier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's made by like Disney, right?
I'm guessing it was. That's what I'm thinking.
It was independently made. That's why
It's not the game plan. That might have been Disney.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was Disney. Yeah, game plan with
Yeah, and so the Gridiron game that was made was a budget of $10 million. Do you think Disney would just give 10 million? No.
Hell no.
And it
still
only
like-
made it only made 8 million. So it's very independent. It's like
So,
Spike
art house
Lee,
movies.
like Spike
Or
Lee
Spike
movie.
Lee, or any art house movie, yeah, or independent, yeah.
That's
Without
why
any
I
big production company.
that's why I like small independent, companies because they tell good stories.
Yeah, and what
Smart.
just showing less and being more practical. So more practicality.
Because
In certain cases, less is more, and that's an example. So yeah. No, because I feel the best way to convey a story is like saying less and doing more action. Like you could just interpret it through their actions, what they're going through. It's probably one of the better parts. How you make better movies in that regard.
When my buddy had Netflix, now he doesn't have it anymore because he's too broke like me. We saw the show Narcos, talking about that stuff. And just like always, the Colombian national team from 1987 to 1995, they were one of the best in the world. And so, if you're a soccer fan, everyone knows the own goal that knocked US to the round of 16. So for the first time ever in over 40 years, the U.S. was going to a knockout phase. And Pablo Escobar, not him. There was a guy called Escobar who was a player. I forgot his first name. Everyone knew when he did that, something was going to happen. And unfortunately, that's just part of, that thing. And,
Yeah, money on it.
That's why I tell people, like, learn Latin American history, and you'll see. You know what? I may shit on America. I'm glad I live here. Okay, I'm glad I live here. Just learn about that.
Yeah,
now
especially with the nomadic cartels over there. Yeah.
Now you know why people come to America, not because it's a political thing. No, learn about that, and also learn about Cambodia and what happened in Thailand. We had so many Okay.
Taiwanese. El Sponjo. Who's El Sponjo? Spongy?
Yeah.
No,
El Sponjo.
It's supposed to be a esponja.
Yeah.
El Sponja.
Yeah, that's Spanish.
El Sponjo sounds better though. It's like El Barto, the character from The Simpsons.
Yeah, El Barto. Even though his full name's more Bartholomew. But yeah.
Yeah.
How's Kenny lumpy?
El
How's
Barto.
Kenny's lumpy and pouring then?
No, that's his full name. Yeah, Bartholomew.
It's not a real place.
Yeah.
Spongy, did you sign Patrick Taylor Jr.?
Oh, he's there. So you get on
I just
Christmas
realized
break
this,
yet?
but Jim Harbaugh owns Sean Payton. Look at their head-to-head record.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Harbaugh beat him when it mattered in a playoff game.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, that is true. The 2011 year. The Saints. I mean, yeah, he beat Drew Brees. So yeah.
That was Alex Smith, like, defining moment where he's like, I could be
Yeah,
more
he beat prime Drew Brees.
That's a drive.
Like I said, like Harbaugh, everywhere he's been, his first ever coaching job, he helped out his dad at Western Kentucky after he finished his NFL career. And then he went to the San Diego University, the Toros. For those who don't know, it's like a FCS school, Division II. And in the 3 years, he made it a winning program where Stanford was so shocked and said, you know what, let's bring this guy over. And 4 years later, they win one of the BCS top bowl games. I don't know if he won a national title, but he won one of the top bowl games, and that's how the Niners saw him. And he was one of a rising candidate. We had a lot of good players, like a lot of people forget. Like we had a lot of good players. Harbaugh was that missing piece.
The missing link.
And even though that 2014 season was like, oh my gosh, those 4 years was exciting.
Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. Being a 49er. And unfortunately,
and then Chip Kelly happened.
Unfortunately, I've already talked about this to everyone, but the relationship with York and Harbaugh wasn't the best, and so
it was similar to.
He went to Michigan, which was a good program, and after 3 years in a row losing to Ohio State, finally he started killing Ohio State because that's all that matters when it comes to Michigan. But then he won a national title, in the college football playoff. Like he was very successful. He found players like Hutchinson, who's now with the Lions. He knows what he's doing. Like he got a quarterback drafted in the first round. There's a lot about him. I don't think McCarthy's gonna be anything special.
Yeah, we'll see. Because now he's gonna probably take over next year for the Vikings, so that'll be an interesting transition.
Like Darnold, if I'm the Vikings, I'm like, you know what? We have a good thing going, but I do know Darnold is going to get a big paycheck
with another team, or
from Minnesota though, are they? What about JJ?
No, Minnesota. No, the starting quarterback class over there's 4 different quarterbacks, but they got 4 different quarterbacks in Minnesota right now. So
like right now, like he's young. He's only 27. He's entering his prime. He's having a good year, and his numbers are pretty good. He's not just like riding the ship. Like he's put up really good numbers. I think he has 30 touchdowns, 29, 30 touchdowns.
I would send him away and get as much as I can for Darnold.
But they would have to re-sign him. And so I think
resign him and then trade him.
Yeah, so that's not going to even work.
And then Mullins or Daniel Jones would start over for stopgap role. They're on currently signed right now over in Minnesota. So you don't have to thrust him in right away.
I know. What pick was McCarthy? Are they going to sit McCarthy with like the
number 6?
Wow.
No, like when you draft.
No, not number 6. No. They traded up. No, they traded up. Remember, they swapped the spot with the Jets. I remember to get him.
Yeah. So.
I think he was 11. Yeah, McCarthy.
Dude,
they swapped the spot to get him.
Just watching Sam Darnold, I think McCarthy would have been successful.
Yeah. Same thing with Michael.
Yeah, because he has a defense to keep. Yeah, go look at the skill positions the Vikings have and their defenses with Brian Flores. That's been the big turnaround, in my opinion. Their defense has been the big 180, keeping them in games and keeping leads.
Anyway, earlier I said a comment, and I hope no one took it the wrong way, but I do want to apologize for that because I was trying to make an analogy. Now,
Oh, John, don't worry about it. We're cool.
You never have to apologize to me, man.
Oh no,
yeah,
I do.
We're cool.
Oh, I do.
We're cool.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But the point of the matter
appreciate you doing it though.
But the point of the matter is that the point of the matter is that there's a weird consensus in the medical community, and so I took a stat from that. Why people believe that even if you change your life. So.
Oh, you left Sponge there. Oh, while it was Sponge that was Kenny Lumpy.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Sponge is ridiculous.
I know. Tomorrow, we usually go to for those who are in the East Coast, 2 a.m, 11 o'clock in the West Coast. But I have a basketball game at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go early.
I gotta leave early, even though I want to.
Well, speaking of that, well, my computer's about to die. It's close to midnight in the East Coast, so I'm about to wrap it up around here.
Cool,
All right.
cool.
All right, you guys take it safe. See you guys next time. I'll be live Saturday for the next live stream, so you guys stay safe. YTCL.
Later.
Hang on, where's the end button?